We're
All right,
jamming.
let's redo that entire create water conversation.
No.
No.
Anyways, wizards pissing. It's not important.
They don't need to know.
Welcome back to
Take this as
Paragons.
pissing, because one of those
Pissing.
is the plot of Paragons.
Wait,
Also,
wizards
create
are-
water.
Paragon,
Create
the
water
bunch
isn't a
of
wizard
wizards
spell, but
wanted-
anyway.
That's true, it isn't.
I was
No, it's a
using
cleric
wizard
spell.
as shorthand, but
me.
whatever.
Cleric's pissing.
Anyways.
What would you do?
This is why
Blush emoji if
Adept
the
is
clerics
better
were
than
pissing?
Wizard. They create water.
This is why Phoenica hates divine casters.
Because
Yeah.
Create water? Looks
Yeah,
at Mia?
Because cleric's pissing.
I
this
don't.
cleric's pissing.
I don't create water. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
If you get in that lost this instant.
I'm not a divine caster.
For some reason.
I'm not
Anyways.
hear anything.
Heart emoji?
Heart emoji.
Introductions.
Hello, I'm Phaedra. I'm playing the sad one.
We're not
Great
doing any fucking
introduction.
order.
Alright, yeah, I'm not first in the order anymore.
Nice.
Core,
Me?
I'm doing Discord order.
Good morning, good night, good afternoon. Hi, I'm Core. I'm playing Mia. Everyone knows her. I think she's pretty well beloved. You get the idea.
Bird.
Hi, I'm Deathbird. I'm playing Hernandez. He's a cat.
Danger again.
Hi, I'm Daedra. I'm playing the sad one.
Hoshi.
I'm
I
playing
have anything to
Phoenica
say-
Felicity, the Princess of Darkness, Witch of Minds,
Minds, Slaughter of Miracles, and Paragon of Reality.
Yeah, we're not gonna
Hi,
have a session for very
I'm
long
Raccoon.
about it.
I play Kanin. We like Kanin. We don't hurt Kanin.
Sure.
Except you, apparently.
My favorite person in the party. And by party, I mean Discord DM.
I think
Hi, it's me again.
your favorite that defeats
Taco
favorite.
next. Taco, start talking.
Yeah, me. Yeah, I'm GMing this. I'm using he him pronouns right now. I'm playing the entire thing, all of it, except for these 5 nerds.
What about Sex Lord 9000?
What about Sex Lord
9000?
9000?
Yeah, Sex Lord 9000 is played by an AI.
By an AI, you mean
9,000
Quinn.
HP.
Yeah. Quinn
Why
is
doesn't
my
he have
ghost right
9,000 HP?
Why don't you have 9,000 HP?
Good
No,
question,
because
Taco. Why don't I have 9,000
He
HP?
has Sex Lord 9,000 HP because he has Sex Lord HP.
He has 69,000 HP. No, he has 6,969,000 HP.
Nice.
Alright, let's play the game, I think. Yeah?
No.
Yeah, okay.
No? Okay,
Wait.
never mind. Let's boot up. I'm gonna boot up Tabletop Sim. Let's play chess, actually.
Ooh.
Let's all play Gartic Phone.
Let's play
boot
chess.
up.
I'll play. Look, alright, let me get out the math spreadsheets real quick.
Alright, hell yeah.
No. No,
I made a
shut the
joke that
fuck
I was gonna
up.
make you do fucking short division for
Come
the
on,
first
come
session.
on, come on.
Only short
Not
lead.
today. Session after the session, Hoshi.
I haven't had a math problem in years.
What is
Yeah, I
2
think-
plus 6?
8.
I think.
What is 8 times 84?
Clap, clap.
Oh, thanks.
Times
Thank.
84 is...
It's just paint, don't worry.
I like that it's on top of me.
I'm keeping
Are
Hoshi
you
preoccupied.
672.
Are you adding paint every session?
672.
Oh yeah, the paint is gonna be increasing.
Right?
I'm not
I
adding
don't-
it though, it's the NPCs.
Look at Orpheus's funny clown nose.
Oh, no.
Look at Orpheus's
Definitely
funny
intentional.
clown nose. Hey Orpheus, where'd you get that?
Because Orpheus has a clown backstory. Next question.
Oh no, friend Orpheus has spilled his soup. Oh.
Hey Orpheus
not-
is a colored nose.
Orpheus,
Uh-oh.
how have you managed to spill this much tomato soup?
What are you referencing?
It's not a reference.
It's not a-
Okay.
Orpheus is seething enough that he's
I guess I
he can't hold soup
Why am I
anymore.
covered in green shit?
Because you are
It's
green shit.
paint.
Why is
I
there so
hate
much
paint.
village?
What?
Why have
I
we killed
hate
so many
Paint.
people?
Like, Pant was one of the accomplices that stole all your friends, so...
Fair.
Yeah. Don't worry, everybody's gonna get a little paint, ideally. So, you guys are,
Oh, you're gonna ruin my jacket!
Dude,
you guys, you just woke up. I'm just gonna use this map. I don't really have a just on the road map
back.
prepared. Here, let me just void the whole road trip thing.
No, keep it. I love it.
Kanin has been, robbed.
Kanin
Oh
has
my
been
God.
robbed.
Din
Oh,
has
no.
been robbed.
And,
Where has your things gone?
okay.
I got
you guys
tackled.
just
You could
woken up
do,
and you're
hold
on the road with Polly.
I'm gonna fix visual bit.
Has Mia
Delete this because I'm doing this with actual wholesome reasons and not you reasons.
What's up?
decided she's gonna sleep inside for now? Or is she gonna keep going outside?
They could
Oh.
address day one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I'm just
pretty sure we already
wondering.
dealt with that.
I don't like it.
Didn't she sleep inside?
Yeah,
She did
she's sleeping
once, but I don't know
inside.
if you
She
kept
doesn't
doing
like
that.
it.
Alright.
Well, it hasn't been another rest since then, so.
Okay.
Is there anything else? Anything you want to talk about on the road? Kanin just got fucking robbed.
Orpheus is still just fucking.
Traumatized. Polly's big chillin'.
Orpheus is
No,
fucking
Big Chillin is a
enraged.
different character. Kanin is indignant.
Orpheus is seething,
Yeah.
punching a tree.
He's not punching a tree
hard.
right now. He is.
Took a piece of wood, is slapping it against the seat.
How's everyone's mood today?
Not bad. How are you?
Is that an in-character or out-of-character question?
That was in character, yes.
Okay.
Awful. Next question.
What?
I've
What's
been-
wrong? What is wrong
I've
with
been
the
like,
mood and how may I
violated
fix
in
it?
multiple ways.
I do not think I can
Those
unviolate
You know, I've
characters
been
were
worse.
pretty upsetting, yes.
I do not think I can unviolate you, but let me know if I can.
I got my body sewn and then I got robbed.
Pat,
Do
pat.
they take from
You got robbed.
Someone dragged me away from
Hey.
getting revenge.
Orpheus,
Hi.
I'm gonna be honest. That guy tossed me through. I don't think you could beat them.
I know.
Revenge would not make you feel.
You think I don't know that?
Yes.
I'd rather you stay here with us alive and we get stronger than you just die for no reason and fail your revenge entirely.
Mia nods. I would prefer you not get squished by a clown.
I would have at least liked to be able to throw that bucket at him.
A bad fate to go.
Well, that would just be rude.
People in there.
There was person in that bucket.
In where? In the
The
place that you-
bucket.
That person was a lot more suit
Oh.
than normal.
Oh wait.
Yeah, you ran away pretty quickly, didn't you?
I did.
There's, you know, the paint that was on the floor.
as
There was
soon-
people.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think
were they
people should be
blue?
paint.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that one.
Oh, they probably. Was it at the village?
Yeah, she was like there near the river. Being blue, I guess.
There,
Village
east-
you mean the one that's, you know.
One that's slaughtered,
You could
yes.
Yeah.
So it's fair to assume that she did.
Pardon.
No,
Yeah,
there
but-
was a
Dog or something that did that?
yeah, there was a monster that was described to me from a ghost.
How do we know they're not
Though I'm
also a
having,
dog?
I think it's completely possible that had a hand in it. Like she lured it there.
Someone
How
do
much
that to my list.
information did you get on the dog? What about?
Looks
Just that it was
Yeah, just-
big and that it was killing indiscriminately. But
Also
is
remember
it
that
possible that
thing.
something annoying lured it there?
There was some sort of canine tracks.
Did the canine tracks like continue, like, or did they just stop somewhere?
I think they continued for a bit. And eventually, they just meshed in with the blood trail.
Okay.
Mm.
Hmm.
You think you could take whatever that was? I mean,
Potentially. Depends on what it
We have
was.
numbers.
Eventually, we can get stronger.
yeah.
Pretty big. My abilities alone wouldn't suffice.
Yeah, we need numbers.
Unless it was just like a really strong blink dog or something. No.
What's a blink dog?
They're
Is
dogs
that
that
like those Hellcats you're telling me about?
kinda. Blink dogs.
Wait, do not all dogs blink?
Not well, dogs do blink, but
Yeah,
blink
that's a good
dogs
point.
phase in and out of existence, sort of. Or at least
I think
on our
blink dog
material
is
plane.
a bad name then. They should be
Is that what
called
happened to Kanim?
phase dogs.
Potentially, yes.
Think so.
So it's like
I don't
they're
think that was a
blink-
dog.
Like, it's like that you're. It's a
I'm just saying, Fae are involved is a potentiality.
It's a certainty to me.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh no, I was saying
Well,
it's
I think
potential that it's a.
From what you've described, we should probably be more wary if we see paint around.
Why?
Again, it was a person in the paint.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah,
there was
possibly-
a person in the paint.
Well, yeah, but she didn't attack us. I don't think.
Yes, but
They-
she's related to those clowns and
Mhm.
Who
you're
are
bad news.
assassins.
Lions bad.
Who are assassins. They said they were assassins.
They are
These clown
assassins, they
assassins
said
seems like a
themselves.
conflict of
Yeah, those
interest.
clients are bad news.
Is that me? Am I misremembering what a clown is, or is that a conflict of interest?
Well, you can be both if
Uh,
you're a Fae, question mark.
It's not they're a clown nor an
You can
assassin.
be a both even if you aren't a Fae.
They just kind of call themselves clowns. I don't.
But yeah, I have a
That's just
question.
for themselves.
You have a question.
What's up,
Where are we going?
Up north.
Ollie?
Yeah, we're just kind of taking the the ways along my my merchanting path.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're
Same as
mostly
before
going up
then.
north. But I mean, if you want to give these if you want to give these circus goers a little a little fight, and you know how to find them, I'm not down to taking I'm not against taking a bit of a diversion.
I think they're more likely to
Would
find
you
us than
want
we are to
with
find
like,
them.
personally?
Yeah, we've had a few kerfuffles in the past. Heard a lot about them. I've even met a few.
And you have a cold iron tank.
That paint is a person, that they're gonna be a bit more cautious now.
Hey, Taco.
Yeah,
What time is it?
in universe,
Yes.
it's like I don't know. It's still pretty. It's like midday, maybe a bit early. I
Okay.
think.
Thank you, Raccoon.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, sorry, Finuka.
You can still sleep then, yeah.
Yeah, no, I just.
No, we've all been awake.
Yeah.
This is the day Raccoon got his things stolen and
Oh,
found the paint things.
Yeah, day hasn't changed.
alright, yeah.
Like, it might actually. You might have slept in between that event. I forget.
I believe we did.
No,
We slept in the
we did
tank at
not.
least once.
We didn't sleep at
We
the
slept
end.
in the tank before.
Oh yeah, we slept.
Woke
Oh, yeah,
up.
we slept
went into a
before the
pedal
tank.
pile, remember?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
slept before.
Uh,
Whatever. It's not that big
No.
a deal chronologically.
Slept in the
That's
tank in
maybe-
a little coal pile, remember?
Yeah, that was
I think that
before
was
I got
before.
robbed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
after
before.
the crab.
Yeah, after the crab.
After the crab, before the robbing.
Okay.
After the
Yeah.
crab, before the crime.
That crab was a crime, though.
You know, some of
Okay,
those,
okay.
some of those, you know, circus performers are pretty good conversation, but you know, they're not. You know, they're pretty fucking evil,
Yeah.
all things considered.
Yeah, they are.
They've
They
caused me a lot of
seem
hassles more than they've,
nonchalant about
you know.
doing frankly terrible things, to be honest.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. No, that is just like a very accurate description.
To be that nonchalant, you have to back it up.
Oh, you
Yes,
could just have
that
one
is
of, you
why
could
we
just
were
be filled
stopped.
with
Or you
one
could
of
just have the
those.
charisma to do it.
In a fight. Oh,
I've sure seen a couple
no.
of them filled with unconfidence.
Hmm.
Like color code their outfits. Some reason, and maybe it's just like a Fae thing to just stick to a color. But
Could also be a religious thing.
oh, that's true.
Hmm.
It could also just be a fashion thing.
I don't know. I hardly believe that faith is anything. Probably just making up excuses to go tear shit down. Half the ones I met didn't sound like they cared.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So if we're still just like in a forest, just if I were to look up.
If we were to
Yeah.
engage those characters, we definitely need a plan in place for them.
The plan is we kill them.
It's not
Hey,
a
that's
plan.
not a very
That's an
detailed plan.
action.
You know, they're
They tore down a
you
whole
guys are
city.
pretty
If you-
impressive, but simultaneously, those
If you
guys are pretty
engage
impressive.
someone like that without thinking first, you're going to get absolutely slaughtered.
What do clown assassin Fae like?
Killing.
I think we should
Human
put
suffering.
killing in a box and leave a string.
I met one of their assassins before.
That is morbid.
So
I do
what did
not
Mia say?
understand.
Did he say we should put some killing in a box? Have a string?
That way we can capture them and talk this out.
That's killing is a concept.
Yeah, pretty sure
Oh.
that guy's the one making the killer, not, you know, obtaining
My
it.
apologies, I'm not very caught up on common.
We could put
Yeah, why must you take everything literally?
a fresh empty paint bucket.
There's nothing wrong with being a little stupid.
What?
Nothing?
That's rude.
It's no big deal.
Let's see. Don't think tricking them would work.
No?
Seem
all
too
just
smart for that.
What if we invite them into a box?
I also know this place better than you guys do, and maybe even better than I do. These forests are full of like tricks and traps and shit, and I mean the Fae are just better at using them than the rest of us.
Actually, Mia, you might have a
personally never
good
been
point. You might actually have a good point. Invite them to a conversation.
Yeah, pretty conversive people in my experience.
Yeah, they
They
also
are
can
surprisingly
steal your
so.
name if you're not careful. So
No, yeah, definitely.
Yes.
It's okay, Fina can give you a new one.
I'm not.
Cost me a pretty.
No, if one of us just invites them to a conversation, they notice others are missing, so we can't really push that way.
You know, I don't really mind if someone steals my name.
I want to get a cooler name.
big negative conflict. Big, terrible things that will happen if I'm right.
I for sure mind
Yeah.
if someone steals my name. A lot.
Oh, really?
It's important to me, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my name's...
Think it this
I don't know,
way.
I'm not too big
I've
on my
mentioned
parents.
that my hometown ceased to exist, correct? Imagine that, but your name, and you cease to exist.
You know, I don't think I'd like to cease to exist, frankly. That's why I have to. That's why I have a couple wards
Sort
against
of
the
like how
tricks.
it is. You lose your name, kind of lose your identity. If you
These
lose your
places,
identity, you cease to exist.
these places are so harsh. The boss and boss and his friend had to craft me up a bunch of shit so I could settle here.
Do you think this boss would be able to help us with this issue?
No, probably not. Doesn't really live around these parts, and I mean, he's a pretty impressive guy, but I mean, tactically, he's not that helpful.
Hmm.
He's sweet and all, but he's also pretty money-minded.
That's fair. I don't know how much we have between us.
Yeah,
Money?
sometimes.
Money?
Talking about money?
Honey.
You know, actually, speaking of,
Oh, one more.
I have like
you guys are
3,000
gonna
on
be
me.
fighting those people. You guys are gonna need some cold iron.
Got it already.
Ooh. I can't really use buttons.
Alright. If you don't want to, like, you know, if you attach to your weapon, they also have, like, packets. Something like a powder you can dust on to put it cold iron on them temporarily. I can get you, and, you know, I'm willing to lend you some of them just so, you know, you can defend me. Except, not for guns. I
That
don't...
would be
Cold iron bullets are
that
way
would
too
be fairly
expensive.
helpful.
Yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, right, what do you need? He opens up a little compartment and starts rifling through it. You got... I can't help you about your gun. Any of you else got other weapons?
I have this I have this sword.
No. Yeah, alright.
If you were to put the powder on an already cold iron weapon, would it make it any more effective?
You know,
Coldest iron.
I don't think so, but I've never seen it be tried. I can certainly say it hurt more, but I don't know if it actually, like,
That's good enough for me.
you know, it'd just be more painful, not, like, more effective in killing them.
The more in pain you are, the harder it is to fight, typically.
I don't know if that's true for the fact. Polly hands over some, I believe it's a Bardish? A cold iron Bardish to Hernandez. And,
Bardish?
wasn't that the weapon you had?
No.
Hernandez is a sword of some kind, I think.
It's stoic.
Oh,
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Stoic. Oh,
Stock?
those are the ones with the
those
really...
are both kind of funky swords, I think.
Bardishes are closer to axes,
Oh,
I
I'm
think.
thinking of Bardish because I gave you a Bardish in the first arc. My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, stock gives you a stock.
a stock.
Give you a
Those are the
Bardish
funky swords that have a
for
really thin
sword.
blade, right?
Oh yeah. Orchid could totally loot that Bardish. I just remembered. Probably gives you a free cold iron SR.
We'll think about that for the solo game. That might happen, maybe, perhaps.
Depending on whether or not our Patreon goes up? What?
Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Patreon.com/Paragons. I don't know if that already exists or
I'm gonna
not.
assume Mia's been around here a couple times. She probably has this handled. And I think the other girl's too small to carry weapons.
Danica,
I
Won't
am
stop
excellent
her.
at warfare.
would you like a cold iron weapon?
Fanny?
Thinking.
Gonna
Oh
Hold
my
up, I
god.
have powder in my
Nines.
inventory real quick.
Oh my god, I mouse over Phoenica and I see all her titles. What the hell?
How did you do that?
What the fuck?
No, actually,
Turns out I don't know if it's the mod I have or if it's Roll20, but there's a tooltip feature now.
Why the fuck would you allow this?
oh, I want. Can you
I
figure?
didn't put it there. Taco did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Taco, why would you do this?
Hold on. Can you please tell me how to do this at some point? Because that's something I've been wanting to do.
If you double tap, just in token settings, you scroll down and there's tooltip. I don't know if it's my enhancement suite or what.
It's probably your enhancement suite. Send me your enhancement suite.
Yeah. What about a sword, dagger? An arrow is more your style. Not like a spear. Like a knife. Just a
Dagger
fucking shot put.
works.
Yeah, alright. Why do we have a cold iron shot put?
You
pick
tried
up the
putting it in a
dagger.
really big sling.
I think this is just a cannonball.
Probably.
If you don't have a use for it, I'll take it.
A cold iron dagger.
Nice.
And Charlie will also take a. Fuck, what does Charlie have a weapon?
He has a gun.
Bullets.
No, I'm talking
That's
about.
a gun.
Oh, Charlie,
Luke
not
has a
Luke.
gun.
Don't mess up the names, it's very important.
Or Luke.
They
Sorry.
both have
Oh,
basic
Charles,
bitch names,
just
so
a
it's easy to
heel
get.
bitch.
He doesn't have a weapon.
Charlie's just a heel bitch.
Charlie takes a rapier, anyways.
You know how to use it. You know how to use a rapier, Charlie.
I've no, I know how to use one. They taught us. Yeah, I've been taught.
All right.
I mean, I'm not like great, but I know how to wield one.
All right.
I never have had to actually wield one, but
I have one as well. In case my brother isn't around.
What?
What?
But
He does not extrapolate on that.
probably ghosts. It's probably ghosts.
Oh yeah, ghost. Right. You have a ghost brother. I
always
thought.
ghosts. You never found a ghost in all my like 20, 30 years of doing this job.
Maybe this is 'cause you can't see
Around,
them.
You know where to look.
I
There's
have
a couple
sword.
ghosts you can see, I think. You don't have to be as good as an ant is. It's probably a lot of ghosts out in looks at a map. Looks at a map. Out in the
Oh, wait.
east.
Phoenica.
No, wait, the west.
Yes.
Wait, are you asleep? Sorry. Do you think this sword will go cold iron? The one we found?
It's better than cold iron.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't think you can make a blade that isn't made of metal into cold iron.
The
Hmm.
I mean, the blade can manifest wood, but also it can manifest
It's-
fire.
its astral form is stronger. You don't need to worry about
It
that.
can manifest force, which bypasses all VR.
Oh. Huh.
A little busted, but Phoenix is using it, so I don't have to worry about balancing.
Kanin is you holding
No,
it actually.
Kanin's using it, which is even worse somehow.
Hee hee.
I could grab it off his.
Look at my hee, my -1 to hit.
I could grab it off his belt at some point. It's fine.
Yeah,
Or wherever you keep
I
it.
mean,
I'll just yoink.
Vector t-
Wait.
What I
Is
missed?
it small or does it like accommodate for size?
Good question.
Oh
What's-
my god.
Is it a longsword?
Stacking more penalties.
Hey,
no,
hey.
it is. Yeah, no, it doesn't accommodate for size. It is just.
Oh,
a
what
normal sword.
else do I roll the minus on?
Like
Minus
minus
two.
five? Oh, -2.
What is happening?
Alright, my -3 to hit with this sword. Let's go.
We've
What?
determined that Phoenica's +7 to hit with the sword is a lot better than Kanin's -3.
Hey, how come a title pops up if I hover over Phoenica? How did that happen?
Yeah, we talked about it. Taco
Yeah,
did something. Don't worry about
has
it.
a tooltip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Occasionally, these words appear around her in actual game.
Occasionally, when we are traveling, the screen goes dark into a loading screen, and those words appear.
That's
There are
cool.
no other tooltips.
No, Phoenica's not capable of that one yet.
Yeah, these guys. You want to take on these circus guys? They're all really wacky, and I fucking hate saying that. They're all very different, and if you might want to do some recon on them yourself, figure out what they do, how they fight, all that
Well,
business.
We'd have
we
to
can
find them.
probably we can probably base off the current knowledge that we have. One can
Like-
apparently teleport fourth dimensions, as you've described to me.
I
One
still
can
don't believe
turn
you.
into paint.
I do not understand why you don't believe him.
One of them is a swashbuckler.
I just think it's far-fetched.
It's a bit
Clowns
far-fetched
are
that you don't
messed up.
believe him, frankly.
We have been
It's
in a.
not
Do you mean like okay? Do you mean like
impossible.
through 4 dimensions?
I don't know.
I
I,
think
went to
it's-
a place that I can't
Feywild or whatever?
describe.
Think of it like
Probably back and forth on the astral plane.
going to a place
something.
into a place that isn't here. It's like
That's not helpful.
teleporting, but
Just extraplanar
Uh,
travel.
You know what? This seems like this is above my comprehension. I'm just gonna assume they're teleporting.
That
Well,
sounds about
that
That's
right.
is
probably
a-
close enough.
it's probably a healthy way of seeing it, honestly.
It seems like they linger in the space between teleportation longer than is normal.
That.
Is did the assassin teleport?
Mhm.
You dealing with a teleporting assassin because that's a pretty tricky combo.
Yep.
Yes.
Dealing with
That's
probably a
kind of
blinking
hard
attack,
to.
which is
We
worse.
we know they're gonna follow us, right?
Yeah, they're
Oh, I mean, if
definitely
they're gonna follow
following
us, then it means following them is all the more easy.
But we have to find them on purpose now, rather than walking
They
into
can't
them
listen to
randomly.
us in here. This thing's watered.
Well, we know to look for paint because one of them is paint.
Hey, there's just
The
paint
one
everywhere.
that teleports is going to be more tricky. We don't really know anything about the third one other than apparently he killed Orpheus's parents or something. Was part of it.
He was involved.
Sorry to hear.
He also, I think, is just like a swashbuckler. So
That sounds here to deal with, but I wouldn't know. Right, we did get his.
I mean,
I did get his class. He is a swashbuckler. Okay.
if he's small and quick, then I don't think my ballista's gonna do much work.
I might.
Things
be able
kind
to
of very
add
slow to
that.
use and very annoying to aim. Can only really bring an aid on the big guys, which there are surprising quantity of.
Oops. Oh wait, hold on, raccoon.
No. Keep the conversation moving.
Okay, fine.
what?
You made an oopsie whoopsie. We keep talking.
Show today.
What is up with this this cocoon?
Her face and hair are poking out of it.
Are you awake or still asleep?
She's awake.
How do you
She's
do
just
that?
she's in a comfy blanket cocoon.
Yeah, do what?
Behind you?
Huh? Oh. Hi, Phoenica.
My might knows no bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I'm really light. Also, gravity is under my control.
Yeah, this just seems like wizard things.
Mhm.
Right. Should be arriving soon.
Wait, I can try. I can try one thing I know how to do.
Well, what's the one thing you know how to do?
Kanin
Put out
focuses for a few.
fires?
Kanin focuses for just a few seconds, and then he starts floating a foot off the ground.
Wow.
Wizard
Ah.
things, I guess.
This is all I got.
Mia just lifts herself off the ground with her hair.
Nice.
I wish I knew how to
Wizard
float.
thing.
Paragon things.
I've dabbled a little bit in magic, but I don't think I have gotten good enough to float.
I'm
Noted.
capable of walking on water.
Okay. Yeah, I think I read a book about a guy who walked on water once.
Oh, what
Had
was
a
it
pretty
called?
rotten ending though.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was the ending?
Yeah, don't really remember. It's kind of a wordy book. Bit boring.
Called the Bible.
Like,
Very
read it.
long.
Bible.
Anyways, anything you guys want to talk about before you arrive?
Anyways, Christianity isn't real.
Anyways,
Well,
Christianity is real.
anyway,
I think I've criticized Christianity through enough in my games to the point where there aren't any devout Christians watching, or any Christians that care that much watching.
Okay. Alright. Now yeah, I should ask,
Don't
do you
think
guys have any like
Christians normally care
religious
about
things I should
D&D
know
in
about?
general.
You're not like, you know, working for a crazy god trying to destroy villages, are you?
don't think so.
Sorry, what was that?
Potentially we
You
are.
guys got any religious things I should know about? Maybe
I think Phoenix
need
doesn't
or
like
you need
that.
time for.
Nothing I
I'm
can
pretty.
think of.
That's what one of your titles is, right?
Slaughter
What?
of Miracles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't entirely blame you.
Also, my grandfather is Yogg-Sothoth,
You know, I don't entirely believe you.
the lurker at the threshold. Grandpa time.
Yeah, this.
I think we've thoroughly
Pretty sure
established that your
Yogg-Sothoth isn't
belief
even a real
system is-
name.
I think we've thoroughly
You'll see
established
one
that
day.
your general belief system is very flawed, sir. You seem to not believe a lot of things that aren't unreasonable to believe.
Or
Yeah,
yes.
there's a lot of things in this world that seem unbelievable but happen anyway.
I mean,
One
I guess
day the
I
world
work
will
with the
believe
Fae
me.
often, so you know, I
Stick
don't.
this head down out from on
You
top.
shouldn't deny things just because you don't want them to be true.
Yeah, like that. No,
You know, I don't really mind
Like,
if you're real or not. They don't seem like too much
Vitica's
of a bad guy.
grandpa being
They're a little
Yogg-Sothoth
far-fetched.
is fairly unreasonable. It might be true, but I think that at this point, with you just denying that like interplanar travel is a thing, I just feel like you're uninformed at this point.
I'm what?
Yeah,
Don't worry.
And you work with
Uninformed.
Fae, which interplayer travel should be
Yeah, I'm saying I think
a
interplanar
pretty
travel
good
is fine,
possibility.
but like I thought fourth dimensionally means something else than just traveling through like planes and dimensions.
Fourth
I would be
dimensionally
candid
Man,
means
I mean, like
time.
traveling through 4 different planes is pretty impressive. Frankly, most of the Fae here don't even know how to get back to the Feywilds, let alone get back
Really?
to the Feywilds 4 times over.
Really?
The
I mean,
first
yeah.
world is variably easy or difficult to access, depending on how it feels.
What?
Yeah, a
To
lot of
the
the Fae
astral
from like
plane.
the Rift and stuff, and they don't really know how to not be from here.
Mhm.
Oh
Huh.
wait, the Rift's on a route. You might get
Okay.
to check it out. It's a
That sounds dangerous.
pretty
Right.
great site.
No, 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 no. It was predetermined
it's-
by fate.
No, it's chill.
It's
The-
chill.
There's a
Fae Rift?
there's a couple cult worshipping it there. They're very chill.
I,
Like the
I
prodigy of the Fae or
absolutely
whatever.
must see the rift.
She's a
Wh-
real
which-
sweetheart.
Which rift is this again?
Yeah, the Rift of the Fae.
Drift.
Are they not? Are we not being threatened by them? Do they not go to the rift?
Well, you
Ever?
can't just group all Fae together like that. That's rude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, also they're following us.
I don't
Okay.
think. I mean,
Not all Fae are following us, just those
Well,
specific
those-
ones.
I'm specifically talking about.
what about them in the Rift of the Fae?
What does the Rift of the Fae do?
It's a rift.
I guess it leaks face stuff into our world.
Sometimes Fae people.
Often
Hmm.
Fae people. That's probably why you're seeing the Fae. A lot of the Fae here aren't actually from, Fae place.
Hmm.
First world.
First world.
If that's the first world, is this like the second world?
Yeah, it was like a prototype.
Yeah, no, I think I heard about that from the, cultists there. Not the bad cultists, the good cultists. Yeah.
Why are you calling them
Rift
cultists,
cultists are chill. Clown cultists are decidedly not chill.
And they act chill, but they're not really chill.
Why not just call them some kind
I
of?
don't
church
actually
stuff?
think, in my experience. So it's like one of them I met, he was pretty chill. Alright.
Every day I
looks
have to
like we're
ask
about-
myself, does Kanin know how to write?
It's like we're about to arrive.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
The better question is Kanen able to write with his fucked up hands?
I think the answer is
That's
no.
Kanan's hands.
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
They're all burned up.
Yeah, but I don't remember the specifics of what happened.
I don't think any
I
of us
remember they
know.
haven't been explained.
Yeah.
You
just-
did explain.
Like, the
Orpheus
only-
knows.
Oh wait, I
only
should know. I should have
context-
written this down. I didn't.
The text we have right now is that it's part of the curse, I think.
No, I've told you what happened.
Oh.
Ask in character again
Well-
if you want an explanation.
I mean, Mia has already asked in character.
Well, yeah, you weren't there when I explained that, I don't think. Once when I
Yeah.
was young, I got a bit too interested by, like, a fire elemental.
Mm-hmm.
And, I tried to touch it,
Mm.
and, there was a lot of
Over your
fire.
hands.
Mm.
Yes.
Finica will nod. The first act of unity.
Mia looks incredibly saddened and says, "Can fire elementals not have hugs?"
Well, I'm not made of fire, so that might be why.
Oh. I'm gonna go devise a way to hug a fire elemental. They could use it.
But now I can make
I don't
fire, so I
think
guess
a
it was
fire
betrayed.
elemental would be very interested in hugging you.
Mia has pulled out a notebook and is thoroughly scribbling down stuff on how to figure this out.
I'm not ex-
You'll probably find a way. Believe in
I
you.
am determined.
I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I don't think normally touching a fire elemental would immediately sear both of your arms.
Hey, Cor, have you noticed that you put Mia's icon just directly on top of Luke?
What? Luke isn't there on my screen.
Yeah, Luke is just right there. I don't...
Okay,
That's
now
weird.
he is. He was standing here on my screen.
Weird. It's really
Mia
funny.
sits on Luke for a bit.
A split timeline where they change places. So guys, you might want to get out and see this.
Oh?
Kind of bad news.
Oh, I hate that trope in books.
Look,
Orpheus is already up top on the top of the
Yeah,
thing. What
you
does he
might
see?
wanna- you
I
might
need
wanna have a
help.
Look at this trope.
I need help.
What?
Hernandez picks Kanin up and helps him up.
Oh.
Orpheus has been on top of the tank
Are
for
you
the past
going?
couple minutes.
What?
Yeah, there's a door just like at the side, right?
Yeah, what are we looking at?
I want to see from top.
Oh no, you get out immediately and you see it.
Orpheus would have seen.
Alright.
Okay, let's go with that.
Hello.
Crab. Oh no, it's clown.
These any of the
cultist.
friends you see?
That's the one! That's the one who took my animals!
Do they seem to have already noticed us?
He
We're kind of
waves
distant,
with
I think.
two of his hands.
Orpheus,
Hey!
no!
Those are mine!
Hi.
I
Okay.
guess we're doing this now.
Not
I
anymore.
kind
Also, last time you said that
Get them
you could
back.
not cut me his hair. Orpheus had a cold iron weapon back then. I just forgot to make it that.
It doesn't make a difference. You
Okay.
cannot cut her hair.
Okay, I was just checking.
I
It
kind of
made her
need that.
unhappy if you used a cold iron weapon, but it is impossible to cut her hair.
This
Okay.
guy looks over to the jester and to Courtney and says,
Courtney, oh, like Court Jester?
and these are the newest critics, I take it. Well, I'm so glad to see you. I'm High Priest and Scientist Dr. Woof Scafriop, and our Ringmaster has decided that you, funny few, are special enough for a personal debriefing on our mission.
Oh, cool. I'd really like to know what's going on.
I want Lasso back.
Orpheus has weapons drawn.
I'm going to make a deal with you now.
Hmm.
You can let me escape, and I'll give you information. Or let me escape safely, and I'll give you information. I'll let you ask whatever questions you need about our operation. Or attack me. Hope you can kill me before I get away, which is very unlikely, thanks to my good friend here. And, get nothing.
Who's your friend?
Oh wait, what's the range of read mind? Tested. Shit, never mind.
Oh. Everybody in the village seems to be, like, cowering from them.
From
Yeah.
from these people or from us?
Orpheus, I will
My
Orpheus, I will defer to your opinion. Seems
My first
like
My
a
opinion
good
is that
that you might want to take a couple steps back.
Yeah.
opinion is that they don't
We're like 30 feet
deserve
away.
to live.
Oh.
Like, as far as in-universe distances, we're not standing very close to them.
Would you rather
Oh,
kill
no.
them, or would you rather learn information that would help them kill them later?
I'm not gonna be able to kill him now, so I guess we have to get
You
information.
still might want to take a couple steps back.
For what
Will it
purpose?
explode?
You can
but,
explode?
Like, what's
Oh.
your guarantee of you?
We definitely have
let-
traps laid
what's
around
the-
here.
Hey, can I like
What's the guarantee
perception
of
for
you
traps?
leaving without
can't
giving
step.
the information you promised?
I can't step in this current state, so I think I'm good.
She's still
You're
floating.
still in
floating.
the
Phoenica's like a solid 5 feet off the
Pika's
ground.
just T-posing right now.
Alright, I don't see
I'm
any.
gonna tether Phoenica just
Yeah,
in
you don't
case.
see traps.
See any
Can't have her
traps?
floating away.
Okay, it isn't.
Oh, perception as well for traps.
Oh, perception? Sure, I like that
I
skill.
only want to give you advice. I don't want to harm you. Yes. Well, I guess no. I don't really want to harm you. That's not quite my forte.
Cool.
Where are the
I'm
traps
fine
at?
with having Could you walk
I am
over here and
trying-
avoid the traps? I feel like having a conversation from 30 feet away is weird.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of yelling.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yelling
awkward.
is pretty inconvenient, yes.
What?
I'm pretty used to raising my voice, so I don't really mind.
What?
Oh. That's a very wide circle.
Why are you?
Why are you going over
Are you gonna?
Because I'm trying to get you to come this way. I don't.
Oh, I thought you were going
I
around
thought-
where the
I thought-
traps were.
Yeah, I thought there
No,
were a
no,
lot of
wait,
traps
wait.
on our
I still need my animals back.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
can
got
you have those
back.
back?
Yeah,
Yes,
that
thank
was...
you.
You took them from me.
Yeah, then just take them back.
Phoenica's kind of just gonna float backwards, staring
Okay.
at this guy.
Come
Come in.
Mia will form her hair into a small chair for herself and sit down.
So if I just come over there, you'll let me have them.
Mhm.
Oh wait, do we see
No.
traps?
No, you don't see traps.
Okay.
So they don't have traps, probably. We
That
look pretty
defeats the
decent.
point of
I think.
traps.
You don't even know how to get Lasso out of there.
Well, you don't know that.
I would do.
Phoenica's kind of just
Um,
mentally
laugh at this
preparing
snail.
herself to
So hi.
do a specific
that's-
thing if this guy acts up.
That's my snail, Lasso.
Okay.
So, what's your name? What's your pronouns?
You already. This is
Mm.
Paragons. You immediately know.
Yeah, this person uses any pronoun. Yeah. My name is, well, you can just. My name is Dr. Woof Scaffriog.
Gaffrion, huh?
Can I call you Woof for short?
Absolutely.
All right. All right. Tell us about yourself, Woof. What the freak is going on?
Ah, well. I've been the high priest for the circus for as long as I can remember.
Mhm.
I was with there when it was founded. I'm quite elderly.
Ah,
Compared
you don't
to
look very old.
your people's standard. I am. Do you have any questions first?
Yeah, hey,
before
why
I
the
get into what to talk about?
Hey, why? You know what I'm asking. Why?
Well, that's just what I was about to get into. You see,
What-
we, the circus, are unsatisfied with the state the planet is in, and the
Mhm.
state our Lord is in.
Mhm.
So we plan to rebuild his body to the surface to exact his neon hellscape and forever warp and twist this world into a deafening beauty. Of course, we can't just use physical body parts, you know. You've met Clore. He's quite very non-literal, very non-physical. We find body parts more metaphysically, typically among places where large groups of people are. We tear down the tribes to set up a site for the body part.
Neat.
No, that's not neat, Mia. They kill people.
I can't tell if you're walking away or pacing.
Whenever you
I'm
get a
just
moment.
pacing.
That's not neat, Mia. They kill people.
What?
Mr.
That's
Rat,
Oh, I just
vaguely
say that.
antagonistic,
Miss
honestly.
Cocoon, you might want to back up.
You can't.
Did you say?
Sorry, I did not.
Mr. Rat and Miss
Miss-
Cocoon,
Miss
I don't know your
Cocoon.
names.
Hi,
I-
I'm Mia.
I-
Yeah, we're not
mean,
giving you
like,
our
I'm very
names.
surprised you don't already know our names.
You
Oh,
know
I
my
Your
name.
name, Orpheus, and I know your name, Mia. I don't
Hey.
know the rest.
Wait,
Phoenica?
how'd
I haven't been
wait,
following.
you already know my name, or is that because I introduced myself?
Phoenica has turned this
I already
way.
knew your name.
Phoenica. Do you
What?
have my back if I try something or what?
That's weird. Next to nobody knows my name.
Most
Try
people call her
something in which
Maya
direction?
after she introduces
The
herself.
direction of that guy.
Mia. How
Oh.
dare you?
I know, I said most people
Sure.
call her Maya.
How dare?
This is a bad idea, isn't it?
It's not right.
Kanin begins to float again.
Nope.
Oh, we are floating.
Nope.
Floating
Are
friends.
you okay? Do you need
Vinny begins to focus really hard. Kanin disappears.
Yes, I've learned about you two, but my
Where did? Kanin!
okay,
Kanin is not
One of-
visible.
but my accomplices haven't told me the rest of your names.
Where did Kanin go?
What do you
Sorry,
know
I need to
about
go
the
find my
state of
rat.
the rest?
As that one gets close, Kanin drops smoke pellets from with his tail.
Okay.
Kanin's gonna jump at him.
Oh. Oh boy.
That is a very dumb idea. He can teleport fourth dimensionally.
So,
Yeah,
initiative or-
roll a fucking CMB.
Oh boy.
Ooh, actually my CMB is fine.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm not
Ooh.
a Tory. I cannot do anything.
You
with
jump
it.
at him. There's smoke
I am
bombs
invi-
around, so you can't really see what happens, but you definitely miss it.
I'm invisible.
And you find it behind you.
Did he take more of your shit? Did he take your sword?
Right. I can see your little footsteps on the grass.
I'm floating. Kanin is floating.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, that's right.
I can see your little float steps on the grass.
Yeah, okay.
I can
Yeah,
smell
no,
you.
you're right. You managed to knock into him. You don't manage to successfully like grapple them or whatever. You managed to tackle them.
Give me my shit.
I don't have pockets.
I don't have
Where-
pockets.
Where's my snail?
I'll
Okay.
never tell.
Ah,
All right. Anyway,
He,
you know
he
where his
grabs
tail is?
onto you and then just fucking drops you over here.
ah.
Hee.
Do you happen to know where Canin Snail is, sir?
I have
Captain?
an idea. I don't know where he stores his things precisely, to be honest.
You are talking as these two are teleporting.
Is that
Why
dangerous?
did you
Yeah.
steal our friends?
Like, he's not gonna, like,
things?
teleport them inside out, right?
No, he won't do that. He's honestly rather tame compared to some of our people. He's
Yes.
he's a
Oh,
prophet of Clord, prophet of Discord. He's very important to our
Discord?
church, and he's very, very powerful.
Yeah, he seems pretty cool when he's not, being awful.
The Paragon.
Indeed.
Paragon Discord. I saw that on the list.
No, he's a Paragon.
Are you
Can
a
you
Paragon?
try? Can you try to grab another thing from his bag in the middle of being tossed?
Right, he's different. He's a prophet. That's a different term.
Wait, are you a Paragon, Woof?
No.
Am I a Paragon?
Probably.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Probably.
I am?
Yeah.
You seem
What?
talented enough to be
Cool.
one.
I don't really know what that entails, but also, why do you know that?
I'm rather competent, but I don't think I'm a Paragon, no.
I was referring to Mia.
What?
I've been magic for a long time.
That's cool.
Kind of magic.
Alright.
Magic.
Phoenica stares.
So-
What
All
magic do you
kinds
prefer?
of magic. Not literally all, but like several kinds of magic.
So Ringmaster, what's up with them?
Oh fuck, I totally forgot to play this character's theme.
Yeah, who's? Oh my
Woof.
The Ringmaster. What's up with them? Well, they're just the head of this whole operation, of course. I act like their advisor.
No, I mean I meant
They-
like what are they up to right now?
Well, probably like scheming.
Oh. Do you have any
Seems to be
suggestions
their
on how
two
to not?
usual priorities.
Do you have any suggestions on how to have the world not end?
Not particularly.
Mm.
How long do you
I
think it'll
don't-
take before the world ends? What's your
I
estimate?
don't.
I'd say.
Do you have any
What do you mean
plans?
by the world ending? Do you mean like us reaching our
To
goal?
exist.
Yes.
Do you mean the
Yeah,
planet being destroyed? Well, us reaching our goal ideally takes around. Pretty close. I'd say a couple months.
Raccoon, stop humming.
Sorry.
You're so
I'm so
loud.
sorry.
You're so loud.
I'm so sorry. You can't play this song.
You can mute either the bot or either the music or yourself.
Yes, a few months ideally. It has been quite a long time coming. Although there are always complications.
Hi.
You five are quite the complication yourself.
Thank you.
Six looks at Luke.
Then how long until the world
Maybe
properly
7.
ends?
That
Hey, do you
depends
know-
on a lot of factors. I don't think I could say for sure.
Hey, do you know what Luke's
Like
deal
long
is?
estimate.
Estimate has to be anywhere from a couple months to maybe a couple years.
Oh, just a couple?
Oh, I bet I can end the
Couple
world
months,
before you.
I mean,
Couple.
Phoenica,
couple months or
no.
like never.
Huh.
Very
Hey.
real chance that it'll end soon, but
Hey,
if
so are you
things
even
go
sure
well, then it'll be fine.
Are you even sure that Clord wants to be brought into this plane or whatever?
I don't think it's an offer he can refuse.
Hmm.
Okay.
Woof,
Sounds
I am the head priest after
vaguely.
all. I would
do
know.
you, do you know what is? I don't know why, but I'm getting weird
Kind
vibes
of
off Luke right now.
unethical.
I don't know what Luke's deal is.
Hmm.
He's just lucky and he has a gun.
Luke, your vibes are weird.
Yeah,
Are you
just-
okay?
Shoot things and I don't know. I just shoot things and I'm looking for my dad.
I don't know why
I
you're
I
trying
used to
to.
do directions, but I guess that's not useful anymore.
I don't know why you're
So-
trying to bring my excision of reality here.
Yeah. How are you supposed
How's
to do
that?
that when Phoenix is here? That
I'm not a
will.
properly anointed vessel yet.
Yeah,
We have
exactly.
our own vessel.
That
That's the whole point of this, is getting our own workable vessel.
This is stupid. Don't steal myself from me.
That's why we teared down Orpheus' village, and that's why we teared down this tribe.
You can't replace me. That's not viable.
Oh
That is
well.
very uncool.
We will see if it's viable, if everything goes according to plan. Well, I mean, if it's not viable, then nothing goes according to plan. So, I guess we will just end up seeing if it's viable or not.
Yes.
You can't end the world before I do either.
Hmm.
Huh?
Please.
We're not trying to end the world. We're just trying to.
What you stated was like exactly what a world-ending scenario is. Is that this world gets
Well, it's kind
replaced
of
with
that.
another? It's
the means of destroying a bunch of settlements for
Yeah, it is a
quote
little like
unquote
that.
body parts is vaguely kind of just
Can you guys not
destroying
just
the world.
see how world-endy you guys are?
What do you,
We're
that, they
definitely
said they
doing
wanted to do that.
fun things involving the world.
Yeah, they definitely said they wanted to do a whole Genesis thing, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if ending is the precise term I'd use.
Yeah, that's why I said Genesis.
Let me
The end
guess,
of
the
a
lot
term
of
you
people dying.
use is starting a new world.
Yeah, a Neogenesis.
Kind of.
A terrible time, really.
A Neo Genesis Evangelion.
What?
What?
Still not
We're a lot less
allowed.
coherent in the world.
You're still absolutely not allowed to do that.
So,
Yeah, you still can't fucking do that.
I have a very important
I
question.
need to do that
I
first.
mean, they're trying.
Yes?
I have a very important question.
Yes, Mia?
Do you have any snacks?
No, I don't really need to eat.
Dang. I'm hungry.
Might be a couple berries nearby.
Hey, question. While they're talking, what's happened with Kanin? This one who I don't know the name of.
Courtney?
I think it's Courtney. I just don't know if I
Or he
named him.
just throwed you there and then just walked off.
Well, what do you mean by thrown? Just dropped me?
They just
Tossed me?
dropped you through space.
Were they with me while that happened?
Courtney? What?
Yes.
Presumably.
Yeah, Courtney was attached to you.
And Kanin have created water. They're both wet.
Okay. Courtney like wags himself off like a dog.
Oh,
Courtney rotates very rapidly on their foot,
I like to imagine.
like a ballerina.
Oh, I was imagining like a jump and spin in place kind of thing.
Oh yeah, you're. Courtney does a sick backflip, and
And the water is gone.
Ugh.
Oh, give
So
us
that's
your
about the hunt.
motives, but
I still don't understand what the. I'll never understand religion. Holy
You,
shit, I hate
you
religion.
will. You won't. You'll never understand the breadth of experience you can get from performing such a maneuver.
I just don't want to never ever understand why you would go through all this. You're gonna die too, you know that, right? Like, there's very
I have
little
faith.
guarantee that you're gonna survive.
I think that's the point.
I have faith that what Claude has planned is best for me.
Is this what Claude has planned? Is this what you have
Eventually,
planned
Sounds
for
like
Claude?
you literally just said that you would bring him about in this world against his will.
Yeah, but like once he's
Don't-
in this world, it's up to him what happens.
Yeah, and
He
this
just
this all
fucked
very
off
if
after.
you just forced him to come into this world, he's not gonna
Yeah,
be a fan of that.
What's stopping him from you guys selling him and him just leaving?
I think I know him better than that.
Have you talked to him?
Yes, I am the head priest after all.
Are you sure you talked to him and not someone claiming to be him?
I'm pretty sure. I think it's pretty hard to pull off a disguise like that.
Actually, it would be quite
you sure you
easy.
It would be
Talk to
quite
him.
easy, actually.
No, I don't think so. You need to be very magic.
Yeah, but like a Paragon could probably do it. pretty
Phoenica could do
simply.
it.
Phoenica could do
I
it.
don't know about
Paragon
that.
could probably do it fairly easy, especially if they have illusions or something.
Yeah, but Paragons can do a lot of things fairly easy.
Yeah. So what's to say it wasn't some Paragon fucking with you?
What's to say it wasn't some Paragon fucking with you?
Well, okay. In a way, it was.
Is Clord a Paragon?
Clord is a paragon.
Lord is a
Okay.
god.
Oh, he's a paragon.
Well, I
He
mean-
said
Both?
himself.
You can be an ex-Paragon
Clord,
and a god.
Clord-
Clord is
Clord
definitely an
did-
ex-Paragon.
Clord did in fact fragment off of the paragon of reality. So,
So, used to be the paragon of Discord, apparently.
Yes, I know. I was there.
Okay. Well,
Is that all the
anyone else have any
questions you had?
questions?
Yeah.
I just said explain!
Oh, explain. I was just there when he was the Paragon of Discord.
What did he look like?
Looked like
Because he did not. He was not like a floating face, right?
no, he looked like somebody. He looked very unkempt.
Ah,
And
like a
Remember when
like
he
a
turned into
insane
the Lord
person.
Or whatever?
What?
Phoenica squints.
At what? Wait, what? At what?
Same person.
he didn't look like somebody who was healthy or maybe even hygienic.
So like an insane person.
If that's the word you want to use.
Anyone else have questions?
Yes, this is my Q&A. No
What are you
questions are
planning
frowned
on
upon.
doing after this?
After this, I don't know, probably retire to the best of my ability. I've been
I
working
meant
for...
after this conversation.
Oh, I'm probably gonna head back to my tent and, I don't know, religious things.
I
Yes.
don't
Kind of
know
hungry.
religious things. Yeah, I'm gonna go and do some religion.
Did you guys
You
like?
could do some religion.
Heard there's a show going on. I wouldn't want to miss it.
You guys like? Is there anyone who survived that whole ordeal that isn't me?
I don't really care.
Yeah, I do.
I
But you-
wasn't counting.
Good.
I mean,
How
I
much-
imagine, like, statistically, there was a lot of people there, and well, a couple of them might have escaped alive.
Any of them that you have like certainty on?
Hmm?
No one at all. You know, still alive for sure. For sure.
Maybe a couple of people. Again, we were more focusing on who weren't alive.
Kanin,
At least I was.
how much chalk do we have in the tank?
Chalk?
Yeah, chalk.
I have chalk.
They have
I need to
chalk.
borrow some chalk.
I
Doesn't
assume
have.
we
I
have.
want chalk.
Is she gonna eat the
Gives you a
chalk?
bucket of paint.
That's just.
Prestidigitation on the
That's
fucking
just
paint.
not
The
chalk.
paint floats near her.
I'm gonna
Out of
prestidigitate.
what?
Paint, you can't clean an entire bucket to be empty, I don't think.
Oh, fair enough.
Is paint water? Question mark.
Can I stab
Paint
my
isn't
glaive into it
water.
real quick? Just to make sure it's not a person. Let
Yeah,
me
how
stab.
hard are you stabbing it?
Hard enough for that if it was a person, it would probably hurt. Also, I have cold iron.
Stay away from my bucket of paint.
Might be a person.
That's still not chalk.
I need to use
It's
it.
like liquid chalk.
You know, we don't know if stabbing that person works.
But I'd assume the cold iron would irritate them enough with it for we would know, right?
I mean, it would irritate me too, but it doesn't hurt. If I was a liquid, I wouldn't move.
I assume Polly has chalk in the tank.
What color is the paint?
gonna head off now unless you guys have anything else you want to say.
What color is the paint?
You should bring snacks next time.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
Wait, can ask Phoenica something in whisper? Would they heal her? I don't know.
There's a DC
It goes
perception check.
pretty
for
high
it.
up.
I'm a foot
I'm a
up.
pretty bad whisperer.
Hmm.
The default DC for whispering is what, like 25 to hear?
I'm-
You have message as a spell.
I don't think no. I'm just personally me, Raccoon, is wondering if we should bring up the whoever it is Clord wants us to kill.
No,
That's
don't.
what I was thinking too.
Kill somebody?
Do you forget what Clord asked?
I do.
Well, you don't
I've
have
just been
enough
so
to
full of rage that I forgot.
I was waiting till 5 a.m.
Alright, so it's me, Bird, and Phoenica who remember.
So what, who was it?
It was a queen.
Yeah, Queen.
Oh.
Yeah, Queen.
You know what? I'll just bring it up. Who
Queen
cares
got
if they
through.
know?
So, like, yeah, does doing stuff for
You
Clord
could-
help you guys in any way inherently, or like is your thing separate of that? Because he asked us for some favors, but like,
Definitely doing stuff for Clord.
well, no, like if we're doing stuff for Clord, is that helping your stuff, or are those two separate stuffs?
I mean, there's a pretty
Considering
likely
you guys
chance
don't
that it
care about
isn't.
his agency. I wouldn't.
Yeah, like it's possible that he might be asking you to help us out, but I mean, he might just be doing his own thing.
You
You're
kind
not going to be inherently helping us by listening to him, I guess.
You kind of seem like you're ignoring his wants as a person.
Yeah,
I don't know
Well,
if
he's not a
fully
person.
I think I'm kind of ignoring his wants as a
He
god.
has.
Clord is absolutely a person.
Yeah, we had a real This is like a big conversation.
Well,
If
like,
he's a
I
god,
don't
then he should
know.
do something about it.
Yeah, I feel like at some point person stops being applicable. Like he's kind of beyond that. He's kind of very conceptual.
Well, even if you're
mean-
just a concept, you still have wants and
Oh
feelings
yeah,
that
no,
should
yeah.
be
I was
honored.
just saying he's not a person.
Just because I will grow to be very powerful, I don't want my rights as a existence revoked.
No, you still have your existence, right? I was just saying you will be
If he
cooler
wants
than a
to
person.
do something about it, then he should.
He's doing
Speaking
it
of
right
rights,
now.
does Hernandez have those?
Maybe
yet,
he's
Seneca?
doing it right now. Are there any queens among you?
I guess you could say there's a queen among us.
7.65 feet, Mia.
Not, like, currently among us.
Wait,
Unless
someone-
any of you are royalty.
what was
I really doubt that.
I don't think I'm royalty.
I don't know.
I'm
No.
the Princess of Darkness.
By
I
technicality,
that
I don't
counts.
know if I count.
I mean, you're like the remaining person, aren't you?
I'm like the remaining person and also the son of the, Fuck, I forgot what. This is out of character. I forgot what title Icarus held.
King, Emperor.
It was not king or emperor. It was something.
Ruler.
Jarl.
Guess ruler for now.
Jarl, Icaros.
Jarl. He's not a Jarl, no. They were pseudo-democratic.
President.
President, sure.
Icaros.
President.
They're democratic, then you have nothing.
Yeah. I don't think I count as royalty.
The first child or whatever. Alright.
Yeah, I don't think I count as royalty.
Hey, what's the green paint for anyway?
I like paint. You can decorate
not-
with it.
It's not chalk.
You can
We
have
asked
paint
for
fight.
chalk.
I think paint fights are not something that people like.
I like paint fight.
I
don't.
only have a few sets of clothes.
You can clean them.
If
I don't want them
You can
covered in
clean
paint.
you can
Come on,
prestidigitate them
cover.
away, but
Yeah. We could unpaint your clothes.
I'm glad
You
I
guys
have
wanna have a paint fight?
prestidigitation, because if I didn't, I would get so mad anytime anything got in the fucking...
Do you guys want to have a paint fight?
No, I don't want to have a paint fight.
Mhm. I shouldn't. I'm not.
I'm gonna have a paint fight.
I don't. I want my snail.
Now's not the time for a paint fight.
Oh, hey,
it's
quick
not?
question. Why did you
Paint
take
fight
Kanin's
sounds
snail,
fun.
actually? That's a good question.
Wait, can we
Why'd
back
you
if
help our
we beat you in a
friend?
paint fight?
Apparently the fuck. Hold on, brain fart. Let me check my script.
Can he have his animals back if we win a paint fight against you?
I have proficiency in
You can just take your animals.
I don't know where you put them. You don't have pockets.
Yes, the ringmaster wanted us to get something from you.
just anything.
But why?
I
Do
think
you
there were a
need-
couple key things. I don't know. It wasn't something I was tasked with specifically.
What does just a snail have to do with any of this?
Mm. I mean, this village doesn't seem like it has to do with much, but it's an
So what-
essential part in reaching our goal.
So what's the ringmaster like?
Awful,
Oh, wait.
awful and charismatic.
Are you planning on this village too?
Um,
What? Wait, what did you take out the last village with?
Ringmaster's hard to describe. She's
Mm-hmm.
decisive,
Mm-hmm.
a bit aggressive.
Mm.
Hmm.
She always loves a show.
Mm.
Charismatic is certainly an apt word.
Charismatic and awful are the words I'd use, from what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't
What-
know what else to say.
What did you take out the last village with?
Hmm?
There
The
were
last village,
animal
the one
marks.
that the one I
Mm.
know I was in before I disappeared
I don't know what
was
you're talking
attacked
about.
by a big monster.
A big dog.
that
Did you guys
one.
use just a big blink dog?
Have you considered that maybe a different monstrous creature attacked that village?
A
'Cause I don't
different
know which one you're
monstrous
talking
creature
about.
who leaves behind a smiley face as a mark?
To be fair, smiley face is a
paint?
pretty common imagery.
In paint?
Mm,
I know for
I still
a
don't know what
fact
you're
one of
talking
your
about.
own.
I can't help
I
you.
know for a fact one of your own was there before I ended up disappearing.
Um, well, I don't know what they were doing. It's their operation, not mine. My operation is on this village right now.
Mm. So like, do you just need the village to be abandoned, or do you specifically need to kill everyone?
Yeah, it can just be abandoned.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. You guys need to get out immediately.
If we evacuate the people here, you wouldn't kill them.
Yeah, Mia's like, we need you to leave.
Well, I
now."
mean, they might die because they don't have,
Yeah,
a
they
place to
can't.
live.
People can't survive in the wild like we can.
Yeah, well, they're gonna survive a lot less if they stay
There's
here.
a
so-
couple of places they could go that I could think of.
Yeah, we're right next to a main road. And
Yeah,
um,
I don't.
1 second, I can
I
do.
mean, yeah, like I said, people seem very unwilling to give up their homes.
Well, the alternative is giving up their life, and that kind of sucks. So anyway, I'm just gonna.
No one's gonna survive outside.
It's okay. They can find.
Yeah, the
somewhere
reason
next-
people make these homes is so that how does people being here make like body parts?
Can stands under Fika.
Please push me back up. Oh, okay. You know,
Is it-
Orpheus,
is
Orpheus
is
like
it the-
like kind of holds her up a bit.
the
How heavy is
actions
Fidaka?
of this?
Um,
Wait,
you're-
hold on.
you barely have to exert force to do anything.
Yeah, just put her back up higher.
What
It's like
makes a
lifting
body part exactly? Is
It's
it
like lifting a balloon.
is it the lack of civilization, or is it something
No,
else?
The amount, no, if there's enough energy, a certain energy in an area, usually conjured by several people being there, there will be a place applicable for a body part.
It's
Okay.
And
chaos
why
you're looking
it
for.
is people.
Discord.
Oh.
Yeah, basically.
Enough people in one area generates a force of them all living.
Yeah.
What even is it about Chlor that you like so much?
Oh, well, he's very bright and also the key to this entire operation.
Yeah, but like the entire operation is to bring him into this world. Why do you care
Yeah.
about that? Why do you want that?
Oh, I already described it.
Yeah, it's like the end of the world, but like
He will exact his neon hellscape, and everything will forever warp and twist.
I don't
Have you
understand
ever
why
thought
you
that-
think why you want that.
Why?
Though.
What's
What do you
so
gain?
attractive about that to you? What are you getting out of it?
Mm,
have you ever thought that maybe he left for a reason?
I think he left because he got too strong. When you're powerful enough, like a god, you can't stay on this plane. So
Yeah.
he hid.
Yeah, you think maybe that was
did
because he needed to do that? It was a choice.
Well, I mean, he could just go to the Feywild or some other plane, but he chose to hide here.
Yeah, I think when
Why
you
else
choose
would he
to hide,
here if not?
when you choose to hide, typically you don't want to be found again.
Well, if he has a
No,
body, then
He was pretty specific
he has
about
no
not
need to
wanting
worry.
be found.
He's pretty.
If he has a body, then he has nothing to worry about involving being found. Or at least our depiction of a body. If he had, like, you know, like a human body, he'd probably still be in trouble.
You people are objectively the worst, I think.
Yes, we get that.
No, I'm saying that too.
There's a reason for all of this. You will
Entire
see.
operation is a front nature, and I hate it.
You wound me. Not
Yes,
devote
that's
so
the
much
point
of
of
my
why
years
I said that.
to this cause if I didn't mean it. I have a prophet right here. He grabs him by the neck and lifts him up. And Courtney just kind of jingles.
Anyone
Oh, it's like a
consider
cat.
prophet?
Freaking Red
It's honestly more like a stuffed animal.
Yeah,
You grab them by the nape and they go limp.
Yeah.
You're pro-
Okay,
Oh
what
my
did people
god.
say? What did people say?
Oh,
What's
I
happening?
felt like a ragdoll.
What's happening?
I was going. No, never mind.
Oh,
The whole
you
feeding
need
it back up.
propulsion. You need propulsion to feed it.
Water.
No, Canadian Cast Alter wins.
Okay, I think you guys are busy.
Later.
Yes. Is that it? Is that all? You've got your kicks out of insulting us?
Yeah, one thing. Yeah, that's enough. Can I charge?
Oh,
Okay.
Can I charge real quick? And see what that. See
Yeah, sure.
well, where did I go? Oh, when did I end up over here?
And
What do you do?
can't watch.
Morpheus is doing an action.
Why can't I get rolled good whenever?
You're trying to attack
Right.
them now?
Yeah.
Morpheus, that was very rude.
Why can I never roll
Hold
good when we're
on.
in session? I rolled
Who's
like
kind
act.
of a fucking pushover. Let me look. Let me look at their CMD. Or actually, you're just attacking them.
I'm just
Mhm.
attacking them, and then I'm gonna hit them with a dirty trick.
Uh,
That is how Lancer is inside. Side 2 is a Lancer game. Is there
you don't
AC
seem to
17?
manage. Yeah, you manage to land blows, but you don't seem to manage to like cut enough through their skin.
Even with the
Dang.
cold iron? Nothing helped?
They. No.
Damn.
They stumble back a bit. Courtney grabs them, drops through the floor.
Just a
Courtney
clip.
grabs them, and as he's stumbling back, he throws just 3 seeds, very small seeds, just over this way.
Hey, someone intercept
Yeah.
that for me?
Orpheus,
Yeah?
none of that. No hitting people now.
I need it? Okay. That was for me. What the fuck did it happen over here?
All right, everybody stop.
Well, they planted seeds, which are presumably going to become a big monster.
Or a big plant.
They would probably
What the
gotta
hell?
do that anyways, so you know what?
Yeah, it's either a
I got
beach
to
stop or
stab.
a
I got to
sand
stab one
monitor.
twice. It's a win for me.
Cat distance.
3 large
7.65
flowers
feet, cat.
sprout out of the ground,
Oh, hello.
and combat has started.
Oh.
We love combat.
I love the anomalous zone of is this mindless or not?
Hey, don't do that.
Hey, I can't fucking
Raccoon,
dirty
stop.
trick. Why
I
can
did it once. Calm down.
No.
I've not been able to dirty trick the past like 6 encounters. What the fuck?
No, you dirty tricked the fucking
I couldn't dirty trick the
Crusader.
crab. I couldn't dirty trick the crab though.
You should not have dirty tricked the crab. Alright, what are these guys' decks? Oh, this guy's initiative is really high.
The flower?
No, Courtney probably.
Oh.
Courtney probably has a million deaths.
-1.
Nice -1.
Okay, this is really good.
I didn't put Phoenica on there using the old.
They move at non-existent pace.
Yeah, they're flowers.
Yeah, these things are rooted in the ground.
Do you think the colors have any difference?
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking know. Weed whacker.
Got a rather high roll. I take great pride in my naming of Drax. Where the fuck does it go?
I'm playing a mini game. This is a combat.
Sweats.
Didn't it?
Okay, is everybody it?
Yeah.
Yep.
-3.
Descending is yeah. All right.
Well, nothing to do but try it.
Your turn.
Kunin's gonna scorching ray the one closest to him.
Okay.
It's a ranged touch attack. Does that beat their range? This is their touch AC.
Hold on.
Let me see. What is this flowers?
Yes, it does.
Alright. $15 fire damage.
These things
There you
probably
go, you
can't get
managed to-
exhausted, right?
Maybe. You managed to hit off. Yeah, you managed to burn a piece of. It lights on fire. It doesn't seem to really react to this fact. They all seem to be aiming you down.
Oh, nice.
Here you go.
I'm guessing the red might have on the flower might have something to do with it. I'm hoping that not all of them.
I don't know how to contribute to this one.
Do you want a sword?
I'm just going to
I've got a fiery sword on me.
Pass me the
there's
sword.
a popping noise and there's a pit here now underneath it.
How the fuck does that even work?
It's rooted to the. I assume
Well,
it's
yeah,
at the,
the ground-
bottom of
the
pit
ground
now.
under- underneath
roots to
it.
Yeah, hold on.
It's gone.
Does it tear up the roots?
It can't. I assume it can't remove the roots, so it just goes to the bottom of the pit, non-entity.
Well,
Peek out of the pit, I'm pretty
yeah, I was
sure.
about to say the pit's only so deep.
The pit's
How
30
tall is
feet
this
deep.
thing?
Do you think 30 feet tall?
I don't think you can knock this thing prone. They're pretty tall.
30.
30
If it
feet
doesn't
tall?
beat, like,
The
Like
pit's
that's like
30
a
feet.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pit is 30
Oh.
feet deep.
Then yeah, I don't think they're 30 feet tall.
Like
Hold
about
on, let
my
me
height.
see the height
Non-entity.
chart.
Phoenica disables the combat.
How large can a large creature be? Because they might be.
Large goes up to like 10, just under 15 feet.
Okay.
Alright.
Your word.
I think Phoenica wins this combat. These are fucking plants. The guide lied to me. It said you can dirty trick anything. No, I can't.
Oh, did I not make this song loop? Alright, I need to do something real quick, but so give me a second, Hernandez. Where the fuck is the song?
Phoenica will float a bit, and that's it.
Yep. You know what? They're plants. They're probably not immune to magical aging.
They probably don't die from age, so they might be. Or correction, there probably isn't a detriment if they're not affected by aging like people are.
The thing I have will still deal damage. It's just that it doesn't affect anything immune to magical aging. Like,
Hmm.
specifically immune to magical aging.
Hmm.
Can I even reach where I want to reach?
You just shoot the
Great.
flower.
Hernandez should be back to you.
Yeah. Should work.
You're trying to flank this thing?
Yes.
It's really funny, I hope you know.
Gonna flank. We're gonna flank this flower.
I'm gonna flank this flower.
This flower won't be able to dodge now. It's.
I assume this thing has shit
my-
AC.
Finally, something I can hit.
Noble.
I'm going to deliver a touch attack and spend one of my ghost walks.
Okay.
I don't think we need
I'm
performance this
going-
time, right?
I mean, it helps with damage.
Like barely. I think it might be more effective to just attack.
Attacks.
Fair enough.
A touch attack.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, here's touch of corruption damage.
Alright, it's gonna roll its fort save. It does not pass. Yeah, you
Five?
managed to, I believe you rot some of the flower?
By the way, is it counted as being flanked?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Okay,
Actually, no, it
then
wouldn't. I don't think it
also-
is. Yeah, I don't think it's
Okay,
flanked.
then. Okay.
it will be soon.
I.
So it's not
Someone where
flanked
Mia
by
has
Maya?
combat reflexes.
Oh, I do.
No, then yeah, it should.
Okay, then it would also deal sneak attack damage.
So
Okay. And, yeah, that goes off.
And I end my turn.
Alright, Orpheus.
in order to flank, do I have to? I can just be here, right?
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah.
Where?
I didn't know if I had to like be here or not. This should be fine for
No,
flank.
you're good.
All right, hell yeah. I'm
I
just gonna.
guess we're just beating this one up, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, we can cut this one down and then we go to the next one. They're fucking flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you managed to land you have a bit of difficulty cutting through its skin, but you managed to land some shot.
Oh. Well, that doesn't mean anything here. That's all I can do, I think. I don't have bonus actions or swift actions or anything.
Okay. Mia.
Dip. Beep.
You miss your first attack.
Not
The-
surprising.
It might be rooted in the ground, but it does just kind of like whip out of the way. It seems to be able to wiggle your first
There's a
attack, but
minus.
you managed to.
Oh, minus
Uh,
5 on
y-
this.
Yeah, you managed to land your others.
Cool. I don't think I so I won't bother rolling that one, and I can't pull it, so this will just be a grapple attempt.
All right,
The 26.
and you fail.
Not terribly surprising. That's not a great roll.
It also just might not be able to be
That
grappled.
true?
It's a plant.
That I don't imagine that being a plant would inherently make you grapple proof.
I just don't think you
Bad
could.
roll.
It would be useful.
Can't be grappled and can't be effectively grappled or not distinct.
That's true.
Both of them are represented by immunity.
Is it your turn?
Yeah.
Should be. It was a full attack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. And this plant, it starts.
What the fuck?
A sort of green goo starts gathering in the center, and then it fires off a spray of acid right down at Kinnan and Orpheus. I'm gonna need reflex saves.
The one I have, nice.
Reflex. I think it might be my worst. No, my will's a little worse than that.
But by one I have, I mean I have all of them.
Hold on, let me check something real
Wait.
quick.
Half that?
Do I get half? Do
Orpheus takes 27. Yeah, Kinnan takes half.
Hold on. Can I Gallant Inspiration to give myself a plus 2d4?
I think so.
Fuck yeah. Watch you be get it too. 2d4. Do I also get plus caster level? Hold on. Nope, just plus 2d4. Oh, good, 4. Do I pass?
Yeah, you managed to pass.
Alright, so I take, around down? Or up?
Down.
Yeah, down.
13 then. Oh wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. Minus 13. Not set it to 13. Alright, nice.
Okay. And
That puts me down to 1. No, we had a complete rest of the car. For the...
this one is this one a bright energy seems to emerge from its middle, and fires what appears to be a bright orb upwards that shoots down directly on top of it, and I'm going to need
Reflex
let me
saves?
I'm gonna need a fortitude save.
That's my good one from all of
Shit.
us.
Yep.
From who?
My good one.
Everyone?
What's
Who's
Yeah,
here?
you pass.
What's that range?
Oh, thank
what's-
you.
What's
From
the
everybody that's
range?
adjacent. Everybody.
Oh, everyone's
these people.
adjacent. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for that that 2, roll 20. I'm not gonna... I don't think I'm gonna
Okay.
try to Gallant Inspiration that one.
Let's
I
see.
passed.
8. That's a 20. Hold on, let me check its DCs. I don't think
This
I wrote it
isn't a
down. I
sound
wrote it down.
effect,
1
right?
second.
No.
This is not a
An
sound-based
explosion.
effect. This
It's
is
an
light.
explosion. Yeah, that's what I figured.
It is,
Wait, why does it say +1?
Oh, I couldn't Gallant Inspiration anyways, I used me.
where? Yeah, I'll say that passes Hernandez. So Hernandez, you both, all of you take the full brunt of the damage. Actually,
And
you know what,
Mia?
Mia takes only 5.
I take...
How do I say this politely?
Don't say it for real.
Orpheus, you were
Oops, I
blinded
accidentally have inspired
by the
courage
light.
on.
Oh.
Blinded by the light.
You don't
Wait,
have
for one
fire.
round.
Did Orpheus cast inspired courage this combat? I don't think he did.
I did
No.
not.
No. You take -2 to AC, lose Dex to AC, and I think you can just press the blinded button on your sheet.
That's not too bad. My deck is only a +1.
You can still attack in front of you, and since this isn't a very hard target, I'll reduce the 50%
Yeah, it's pretty large.
just to like a 25.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's kind of literally immobile.
My AC's not great right now.
That was to Orpheus. What was there any secondary effects to the people who saved?
No, they just take 10 damage, except for me, who takes 5.
Fuck, dude. It's my one good save, and I rolled a 2 on it. Well, all my saves are
Can we get an F in the chat for
my
Blind
blind Vias.
You can see dead. You can see nothing except dead people.
I'm reverse
This
Mia
one.
now.
In the pit.
Where's me?
You might have forgotten about it. You can't really see what it's doing, but
Morpheus certainly can't.
5 sparkling bolts fly out of the hole and all converge on Phoenica unerringly.
Oh.
This is
Get
the
fucked,
magic missile.
Beanie.
This is the magic missile one, huh?
I'm glad it
getting-
doesn't need line of sight.
You're getting magic missile.
17 unavoidable damage.
Hey, what if I go roll against blindness on my turn?
It will. I mean, okay. Basically, it'll wear off once your next turn ends.
Oh,
You
okay.
can kind of just like walk away or in a random direction or like attack. It'll just be a lot worse. Because but I mean, it's not that hard to hit, so.
I thought I had to
you
roll
can
something to
still
get
fucking move.
unblinded.
I'm so
No.
glad that thing doesn't need fucking line of sight.
I don't think any of them have sight, so
They are flowers.
yeah, I can't.
can
I
you-
can't blind these things.
It still doesn't have line of effect, but
Kin's gonna like hold his hands back and he's gonna make a bowling motion. A flaming
How does
sphere.
bowling motion is.
Flaming
It
sphere.
is because it is a bowling ball.
You just bowling balls a flaming. Aren't flaming spheres like? Oh, they're only. Yeah,
It
they're only
appears
one.
here.
In Pathfinder, they're only one.
It rolls into this one,
Okay.
and it's going to sit there forever. Take 3d6.
Okay, roll 3d6. Does it get a
Wait, doesn't
reflex
that-
save?
Yeah, reflex
that have a
negates, but
save?
you're. Can you reflex heart emoji?
Iron.
Can you reflex heart emoji? You're a plant.
You reflex heart emoji?
What's your
if they-
DC?
If they roll
I think
it,
it's 16.
Okay, then they have a chance. Reflex is only a -3.
Can these things can make
Nice
reflexes?
20.
You just completely swerves
Oh, it
to the
stays.
side a little bit.
It stays. It doesn't go away.
Completely miss it. Just completely miss it. And
It doesn't burn it, but it doesn't go
Yeah.
away.
You do just completely miss it for the time being.
That orb will sit there forever. My turn is over.
Thank you.
Phoenica upset at her now damaged blanket cocoon.
Yeah,
Um,
it's covered in magic.
will chant Stardust Citadel, fortify, and a cloud of stardust seems to envelop her cocoon. That is the end of her turn.
Maybe Phoenica doesn't want to get
Hey,
hit by
it's your
magic
turn.
missile.
I'm just gonna full attack this flower.
Okay, go for it.
You think these flowers have attacks of opportunity?
I think it'd be really funny if they.
So, oh nice. You get a crit.
That's crit.
Yeah, 30.
And
Yeah,
those
what-
are
what
both
happens
sneak
if you crit?
attacks. This kind of just like stops it. Basically, jumps up and kind of just stabs it right in the
The middle.
center of it. Yeah, in the middle of it.
Yeah, it like whips around a bit and it just kind of ends up digging the dagger in deeper.
So, for both sneak attacks,
Boo, not a 20.
Alright.
Can I make it over to this flower? This other flower?
You don't know what you don't have the best idea of what direction the flower is in. I
Fuck.
forget how knowing places
Right, I need
works
to-
when you're blinded.
That's a-
I think I'm just gonna move here and attack for now.
Creatures must make a DC 10 acrobatics skill check to move faster than half speed or fall prone.
I'm just gonna 5-foot step over here then. That's 5 foot, right?
You can't 5-foot step while your sight is impaired.
Okay. Fuck. Sorry. I did not know that.
You could just like back up.
I could not, because I'm going over here and I'm gonna cast a spell on that flower. But not this turn, I guess.
You don't. I don't think you have the ability to do that when you're blinded.
Not this turn, I
You
guess.
lose on like line.
Not this turn.
Oh yeah.
Just next turn.
Next turn.
Going
That's
up.
what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Next turn. Next turn, this thing won't be able to make a save. Those hit? No, right?
Oh, those might hit. 1 second.
Alright.
Yeah, those both hit. Is it against this one?
Yeah, but against this one because it's the only one that I can hit right now.
Yeah, you managed to get a couple slices in, but its skin seems to have blocked a lot
Damn, okay.
of the blow.
Healing word isn't the thing I have.
You have cure.
Yeah, but I can't. That's a full action. I was like, I'm a bard. I can cast healing word.
Wait,
No,
this
that's not a
chance
thing in this
isn't
game.
Affected. Chance isn't affected by spells, right? Spells
is.
don't affect.
They use attack
mischance.
rolls.
They use attack rolls. Okay.
Yeah,
Once
I was
you
not
get, like,
casting.
line
I'm
of sight-
casting on the others. I'm casting on the other spell
Okay.
or on the other flower.
I will inform. Light Sense basically immediately deletes illusions.
How do I turn off that I lost my dick? There we go. Okay.
There's just a blinded button in the sheet.
Yeah, I turned off blind and it took a couple seconds for it to also turn off lose decks.
Yeah, Mia, you get a couple punches, and this flower seems pretty beaten.
All right. This turn though, I'm not gonna fail my fort save. For sure. Oh, I'm gonna get hit with that acid, huh?
Is that end of turn, Mia?
Yeah.
Okay. Second?
Also music.
Yeah. This one goes for the exact same shot against Orpheus and Kinnan.
Good.
Only a reflex save.
Let's come on, dice. Please.
Pass.
Hold on.
21 pass, right? Yeah, no.
What is meat?
15 plus 4 was only 19 in that pass. So.
I think meat goes. I think it's up to you, but it
I think
usually
meat
goes
goes
to
to the
defender.
person who rolls. If I
Correct.
remember.
I usually hear meat goes to
roller.
defender, but you can have
That
it, I
is
guess.
Yeah,
never
but
been
that's
the
just-
case.
Yeah, meat goes.
That is
sorry,
what I
that's
usually
meat goes-
hear.
I thought that pass.
It's different for saves than attack rolls, I believe.
No, it isn't. The roller wins.
Yeah.
In both attack rolls and saving throws, if you meet and you're
Yeah.
the roller, you win.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I was correct. Yeah.
Also, defender
You guys
wins
both
is
passed.
blatantly false for attack rolls.
Yeah. It is whoever is rolling the dice.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, so yeah, you both take 13 acid damage.
All right.
13 or 26.
13.
You
You.
pass.
All right.
Yeah.
Did its DC go up? Because last turn I rolled a 19. Total, including my
Don't worry about
down
it.
operation. I'm gonna worry about it, I think.
Okay, this one also does the same thing.
It explodes.
I really hope this one does the same thing.
Hey, Mia, Orpheus. And...
No!
Hernandez! To be fair, Orpheus, you are like blind.
I'm not! My blindness ended.
Oh, what light bomb? You immediately got unblinded, and you look up, and another fucking light bomb of light hits you. Mia, you need to make a fortitude save.
Oh, it was fortitude. I thought I heard reflex.
Or what's your fortitude bonus? We can just use the roll.
I'd rather not, but it's lower.
Hits low. Alright. Hernandez passes. Each of you take 14 damage, and Orpheus and Mia are blinded.
Great.
Did Hernandez GR? Oh, no, there it is. I'm blind.
Thanks. Love that. Love it. Love it so much. Ooh. I could have stepped back and hit this thing. I have reach. I'm stupid.
Please, 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 please shoot Phoenica again.
What are you gonna limit break or something?
I mean, yeah, alright. This thing has no other, doesn't know what's going on with Phoenica. It has no other, no, it doesn't, it can't even perceive if you've defended yourself. So yeah, it'll fire magic missiles at you again.
Alright, midway through flight, five pieces of five tiny, what looks like stars shoot out and intercept them mid-flight.
Yeah, they just block.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's turn.
Kin wants to move out of the way of Acid Ray.
Yeah.
Move back here, and he's that one that keeps firing. I'm gonna hit the other Scorching Ray.
Alright, go for it.
Or I might need to move a little bit more so I don't just make a better firing area. $18 against touch.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, 4d6 from Ray. And then my turn ends, 3d6 from Bull. Fuck. Give me a reflex save for that one.
I just wish I wasn't blinded. Can I?
Blind doesn't remove threatening, right?
It
I
does.
think it does, yeah.
Give me a reflex save
You're
for...
fighting with Mia. Oh wait, no, you aren't blinded.
Yeah, I am also blind.
Thought that was gonna be enough. Oh fuck, this
Doesn't beat a 16, so... Alright, it takes both of that. With any extra fire damage it takes, please, please, please be weak to fire. My turn ends...
The plant seems immune to fire. I'm just kidding.
The plant is immune to fire.
There's a reason I put this fucking campfire here. Wink one.
Oh fuck! Hold on, wait. If only I was smart enough.
There's also an axe
Why?
over here for chopping shit. But you're all magic, you don't need those.
I wish I wasn't blinded so I could go run over and grab things.
Yeah.
Why do I never get good rolls? Why does roll 20 hate me?
Can I put that one in a dimensional gap? Phoenica asks the group.
I'd prefer. Which one are you pointing at?
On the
The laser
acid.
one.
I
The
prefer.
acid one.
Will my orb go with?
You can move it.
Okay.
What's the dimensional gap?
Yeah, unless your orb is affected by gravity now.
That sounds like a yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Gap. And
I mean,
turn.
if it goes down, it just goes down with it.
Is it affected by gravity?
No.
Yeah?
Wait, yeah, this thing.
It's an orb.
It is
it
made
is
of
floating.
fire
Oh,
and
the
magic.
orbs
It is
Yeah,
not
it's
affected
floating.
by
You'd have
gravity.
to move it
The
down
orb
yourself,
float.
so you'd need to take another turn.
It can ascend or descend 30 feet with a move, so it'll
Yeah,
do that next
uses
turn.
your move action.
Yeah.
You can just
So it
use
won't
your
get
move
hurt this
action
turn
next
around, but
turn.
next turn you can place it on.
End of turn.
So yeah, you
It,
drop
it
this
takes
thing.
damage on my turn, so yes, I just move it on my turn, it takes damage.
No.
I'm so glad this one rolled lower than this
I'm
than this
going
one.
to hold my turn. I'm gonna hold my turn until after Mia.
Why?
So that he gets threatened. Because our
I'm
rally just wears off.
Unblinded.
Alright. Orpheus?
I guess I'm just attacking again. Hold on, Glade. Oh. I believe the 8
Both
hit.
hit,
They both hit.
unless you fail the mischance.
Come on.
No, totally. That's a fucking night. You managed to cut pieces of this off, and that part of it's been cut off. Fernandez, you realize that it seems to have gotten a little better since it last been beaten upon.
What wounds have been healed?
Not in specific, just generally some. Mostly some of the cuts and slashes. The fire wounds seem to be
What
pretty
about
lasting.
the rot?
It's
What?
got,
Rot.
it's got regen
Rot seems a
fire.
little better. Rot seems a little better. I just said that the fire wounds seem to be the worst.
Yeah, you can turn its regen off.
Oh,
I might shoot it.
Hey, Mia?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot that's a thing I can
Blinded.
do. I'm blind, so step back and cast heroism on myself. Why not?
Okay.
Can't let the turn totally go to waste.
Oh wait, hold up. I'm also. Can I retroactively have taken a 5-foot step back or?
Yes.
Thank you.
I was fucking crying on your turn.
I keep
Yeah,
forgetting
I'm
that's just like
gonna,
a adjacent thing, and I'm like, it's still gonna hit me. So.
Oh wait, you can't step
Wait,
back.
is it
You
not?
can't 5-step while your vision's impaired, huh?
Did we skip
You
Hernandez's
can't
turn?
5-step when you're.
No.
I'd take an attack of opportunity if they got one on me.
It's my turn now.
Oh yeah, right.
It would also mean you can't full attack.
Okay,
Never.
I'm gonna spend another Ghost Walk. And then a touch of a Corruption Net.
Okay.
As a free action after that, I'm going to drop Ghost Walk.
Sure don't know what it.
Does this hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you are definitely almost
Detect?
hitting triple its AC. Maybe,
feel
probably
like-
more.
Who
AC
thinks-
like 10.
An important point is
Correct.
just that it's touch AC.
Yeah.
Noble flower.
Yeah, and Jake's will take the 13 damage.
This
Who
is
thinks
a
I
sneak
should make
attack,
more
I think.
orbs?
That is so bad. That is such a horrible roll.
And how does it react? Does it
Yeah, the rotting seems to be working. Seems to be killing it.
okay?
You're not actually
Stay
quite sure when
here.
it's healing.
Wait. No, actually I'm gonna take a 5-foot step. Wait, no. Yeah, a 5-foot step. Actually. Okay.
Hey, it's not my turn, but can I quickly perception to see if
I love
Courtney's up to anything?
I love
Can I?
Courtney watching, laughing their ass off.
yeah, on its turn. I love playing a fucking like chess game to figure out the optimal amount of people to be hit by a line.
Well, it's in a pit now.
It's in a pit.
Yeah, I can't really shoot
yeah,
out of
right.
it. You can just shoot straight up and that's it. It has been immobilized.
It
I've won.
You notice that it slowly starts to rise out of the pit, almost
God.
like it's climbing with its roots. It seems to have, you know, used the time to get out of there, and it does not have an action this turn. Hoist itself up like that. Anyways,
What is this thing gonna do? Huh? Someone's adjacent.
Forgot to drop my ghost walk. Hold on.
it is going to launch one, right here. Right here, and hit me and Kanin.
Oh.
Orpheus, you can roll a perception to try and see if it's healing.
I also want to roll a perception to see if... does it heal the damage that it take? That would be stupid. Dumb. I'd hate you if it did. Perception. 11. Ooh, real good.
11 doesn't look like it's healing. I need fort saves from Kanin and Mia.
Oh.
Kanin and Mia?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
There you go.
hey, Luke, do you want to do anything?
Oh, yeah, what was it I
Lucas-
spaced out?
Sorry, I don't have enough attention to always track Luke, but Luke has been intermittently firing at some of them.
Okay, he's just been missing.
Kanin, roll a fortitude save.
Okay. 20.
Okay. You both take 12 damage and are blinded.
Fuck. Why did you buff it?
They're getting stronger with each passing turn, it seems.
And this one,
Gonna keep firing.
this
at
one's still
Phoenix.
not quite understanding what's happening. Is at Phoenica again.
Because anti-air stars strike again.
These two play a little magic missile.
Battleship.
mecha game.
Magic
Yeah,
missile
battleship.
battleship. Miss.
The fire launches its artillery, but Phoenica's shield, anti-missile protection.
More like, what is it? What's the
It's
atomic
named- it's-
game? Missile control? Missile command,
Is
guys.
that it?
They play missile command.
It's
Phoenica
yeah.
is
It's
tohoing
turn.
the flower.
Yeah. Alright, Knin cannot fucking see anything. He's gonna... I believe you can have multiple flaming spheres.
Yeah. They're just kind of hard to direct.
Yeah, so-
Isn't Flaming Sphere a concentration spell?
Yeah, it sounds
No,
like it should be.
you can
okay.
move it with a move action. Just stays there and burns.
Okay. Not calm.
Don't
Okay,
forget
but
to
you
use
know
your
where
move
you're
action to move it down, so you can deal
Yeah.
with the damage.
Yeah, so Knin's gonna make a new one just directly in front of him since he can't see anything. And he's gonna will the other one with his move action to just move directly downward.
Are you sure you want to do that?
The thing is
Why
rising.
wouldn't I?
The thing is
Because it
rising.
has moved upwards. The
The
plant.
plant? Oh,
Yeah.
can it just fucking stay there? Where
Yeah.
it is, where the plant was?
I mean, oh yeah, you were able to see when it moved up. Okay, then you can just leave it there then.
Yeah, it just stays there, it'll take the damage. And, that's the end of my turn. We roll a 3d6. Cool 5 damage. Hey, question, how many rounds has it been since I cast that? Like 3? 4?
I think it's been 4.
Hey, what do
Alright,
these
so it's
numbers
got 2
mean?
more days on it.
It should have 2.
Yeah, it's got 2 more days till it dies.
Alright.
Nice, this fucking 6.
Did he roll
Phoenica
its reflex?
idly floats this way.
Hmm.
Do you still have the things orbiting her? the paint. This is important for my turn, actually.
Going to yeah, all right. Wait, can I? Can. Okay. I don't know if this will do anything, but all of them need to make will saves.
Okay.
Blowing.
What's the willpower like on these plants?
Favor points.
How strong is these?
Phoenica will chant Halted Eternity. Spell number 67.
At least 2 of them fail.
All of them fail. They are all staggered and take a -1 on attack rolls, AC, reflex saves, and has halved movement speed for the next 8 rounds.
Which spell are you using?
Can't move.
The one your cursor's on right
Yes.
now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Okay. Yeah, that's all.
Hernandez.
I'm gonna 5-foot step full attack this flower. Oh
It has
god,
a
you know
-1 on
what?
AC.
What sword would have been perfect for these flowers?
The one on me?
My friggin' custom sword I made.
The one on me. That
What
does
about the
fire
one
damage.
Kanin has that does fire damage?
Too.
Can I get Kanin to toss me that, or?
I'm not in my attacks. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm taking forever. Oh. Dang, what's with Hernandez and crits?
Well, you have a 15% chance to do it, and that's still not a 20.
No, Hernandez, you kill it with the first attack. You just, yeah, you get the finishing blow on this thing with a crit. How do you want to fucking kill this thing?
Hernandez kind of just cuts it in half.
Alright, yeah, Hernandez, you slice it right down the middle, it falls. And flops to the sides.
Annoying blind one out of the way. That was a full attack, so I'm done.
Those ones are in holes.
Hey, do you think this paint
One of
would?
them is in a hole.
You think this paint would put out
Alright,
the
Wait,
flaming
hold
sphere?
on. Oh, I guess I called out a full attack,
Oh.
so never mind.
You can, after you be in a full attack, after the first attack, you can just take a move action instead.
Yeah, you can
I
move.
already took a 5-foot step.
Oh, sucks for you.
Do you think this paint would put out the flaming sphere? I'm asking in general.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Fuck. So you.
Is that end of turn? Alright, Orpheus. I believe you aren't blinded.
I'm not blinded. I still need to know. Paint does
Orpheus?
not put paint. Yeah.
You're muted,
What?
Drew.
Dra?
When did that happen? I did not hit that button.
Well,
Your fingers? Question mark?
I guess. Yeah. So.
This one is dead.
Yeah, I heard. It would the paint put out flaming sphere. Would paint put out a flaming sphere?
No, because it's magic.
No, it's magic.
All right, I'd like to go up
Also,
here,
paint is
yoink a bucket of paint out of the air from Feeny and throw it into this one over here.
Okay.
Hey, I need that.
Get it? We'll get it back later. What do I roll on that?
I guess just a ranged attack as an improvised weapon.
Yep. Well, I don't have any sort of
Do you have
negative
a
for that.
preference for which one you're grabbing?
The first one you said
Two
wouldn't work,
fairy.
right? So that was
Okay.
the first,
There's
whatever
like-
the first
there's
color was.
Two other can of paints Phoenica denied.
Phoenica kept them. She just kept asking for
Oh,
more.
good.
Oh, yikes.
So yeah,
That,
the answer's green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that actually
It
they're
was
slow.
the
What does
green
slowness
one.
do?
Minus
slowness
1
made.
to AC.
Minus 1 to
Staggered.
AC. No, that's not enough.
Can I throw anything on top of that? Can I can I use Gallon Inspiration on that attack? No. Probably a bad idea, right? The ACs have been getting higher, right?
No.
No?
I'll be honest with you, you only missed their AC by like a little bit.
I'm gonna Gallon Inspiration. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this
Alright,
paint at this motherfucker.
You threw the paint at it. Hold on. What's the damage dice for a bucket of paint?
Yeah, okay. I
Probably like a
music.
D3 or D2 bludgeoning. Paint's pretty
Yeah.
heavy. Probably like a D3.
Yeah.
Plus strength, of course.
Yeah, you
'cause
hit.
Weapons.
Yeah.
so that's
1d3 plus strength.
plus strength, which is a +4 then. Do I get any bonus from CAD?
Okay, I don't remember.
I don't think I have anything yet. If I do.
Music.
Yeah, that's 5.
You dunk it with a can of paint.
Fuck yeah.
It's wet now.
It sure is, and I'm
Rounds
getting
is up.
closer. I'm approaching. I will be able to make it to it in the next round. Nice.
Alright. Me, I believe. Are you still blinded?
No.
Not anymore.
No, you're not blinded.
No.
Not anymore.
Well, everything's kind of very far away. And in holes. I already put up heroism. Is this mind affecting? One moment. It's not. Alright, let's see how good these things will saves is. I'm gonna cast Oh, do I have line of sight either actually? Are they too deep in the pit?
No, you have line of sight to this one.
Cool. That one needs a will save against calamitous flailing.
Wait. Okay.
I will
Where's its will
walk
save?
over. You do not have Pathfinder squares turned on this map.
Bug. 1 second.
Oh, that's a surprisingly high will save.
Let me check something
Oh,
real
jeez.
quick.
Yeah, does
Yeah,
that be?
That passes, nothing happens.
These things have decent will saves for being fucking plants.
Decent. That's an incredible will save. for
Yeah,
a
no,
plant.
very decent actually.
I'm gonna be. Wait, let me double check.
These things have better will saves than me for being
Oh,
fucking
right, I remember.
plants.
Yeah,
It's not a mind affecting effect, mind you, not that it matters.
yeah. Alright.
Oh, does this have a save?
Hey, I wasn't done. Jeez.
Oh, you weren't done. My
I'm
bad.
walking over here.
Oh, it's for okay. Nice.
Now I'm done.
You doing anything?
No, I just cast the
Just
spell
walking.
and moved.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Hmm.
I could do that, I think.
Cryptic
I don't know, somebody
Nen.
else could do it. I don't know if that counts. I was also thinking just like... Hold on.
Wait, hold on.
I don't think that counts, right? That's not a straight line.
Thinking I
Yeah,
could do this.
that would
I forget
only
if I
hit
can
the
act
Nen.
that or not.
Well, it is kind
Can I-
of Phoenica's a little up,
Oh, that's
And-
true.
unless it is also a little down.
Yeah. Is this actually... Is
very
this rules
difficult.
verified line diagonal? Fuck if I
Yeah.
know. Okay. Alright,
It's
Mia
like
Hernandez.
interesting,
And can make
Mia
a reflex
little
save.
bit. Who am I making a reflex
Yeah.
save?
Mia Kinnan Hernandez reflex save for half. Kinnan, you fail.
I think I've eaten this acid blast like fucking every turn.
You need to just stop being at diagonals with people. You dumb bitch. Just kidding.
I have to use my moves.
Alright.
Is that gonna be like real bad for you? Because I could give you a gallon inspiration if 19's gonna like knock you out.
That's
Oh,
pretty
no, I
bad
have, like-
for me, actually.
Oh, what are you at? What are you at, Hernandez? I've got like 20 left.
Not as bad as you. Never mind.
I have 28.
I am fine.
Alright, Mia?
Kanin is HP.
Mia?
Did I fail?
I need a reflex save. Yeah, you fail.
Oh, okay. One moment. Nice.
Yeah, you pass. You take, it's just...
Evasion.
Oh yeah, you take nothing.
I take a backflip.
This plant, is dead.
I still doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
You have evasion.
Use
It's in
Phoenica
two
again.
pieces now.
Yeah, it'll fire at Phoenica again.
We do the-
Feeny point defense victory.
Rack, can I
We do the
ask?
Phoenix block moment.
Rack, can I ask something of you?
Yeah, what is it?
Potentially. Could you potentially hold off on your turn so that I can make this thing fail? For sure, fail its dex saves, or its reflex saves rather.
Why would you need me to do that?
So that you can do your burning sphere damage to, for sure.
It's like 3d6 and its reflex sucks.
Fair.
It has a -1 on top of its normal stuff right now.
I think it needs a
It
20
does.
to pass.
Never mind.
Yeah, it does
Okay,
need a
yeah.
20 to pass.
I was about to give it another -1d6. I think. Is it 1d6 or 2d6?
Is it
Alright,
my
one-
turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I think this orb is gonna...
That will be one.
Make it change.
idly float.
target.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire at that plant.
You
The...
don't have line of sight on,
I mean the
this
pink one.
oh. Okay. Oh, is that your water blast?
Yeah.
Was I gonna put it out?
Yeah, you fire yeah, you,
My bludgeoning damage.
hey, do you have any way to flavor that?
It is just bludgeoning damage. It slaps into its face.
Yeah, you launch a burst of water at it, and it, absorbs it.
Well, shit. I'm out of spells.
You have a sword.
Well, fuck. Turn in.
Epic
Unfortunate.
gardener moment.
Epic
Oh, this
gardener
is the Among Us gardening shit.
I'm out of fucking spells.
Welcome back to Among Us gardening.
Welcome
Among
back
Us
to
good.
Among Us Guard.
Great.
How do you eat pure bludgeoning
good.
water?
How deep is this in the pit?
Oh, it's at the bottom. It's
Oh.
like 10, 15-ish feet tall.
Okay, so if Phoenica were to float 15 feet upwards, it would not be enough to see it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Phoenica will continue edging over. This one's visible, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Phoenica will, create bolts of stardust that float at it.
Okay.
Basic math eludes me.
I feel that. I've had a calculator open. Don't ask why. Nobody has vulnerability to fire damage.
I'm
Right.
out of fire spells.
That's it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna need to pick
then
up
there's no
some
fire.
sticks soon. I'm gonna need to pick up some shit out of this campfire soon, huh?
Alright.
Would that even be worth
can
it?
You'll
kill
fire.
it.
You berate this thing. with missiles.
Okay.
Oh right, yeah. Is that your end of turn?
Yeah.
All right, Hernandez.
Okay. Checking if I can get into flanking. Nope, I can't. I'll get on the way to flanking and just do a normal hit, I guess. Actually, wait, no. Ghost walking is a free action. A free action is swift action, but it's pretty much the same thing for me. Touch of corruption again.
Okay.
Keep on swapping between attacks and... Okay, touch attack.
Yep.
What? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Ah! Sheet is being weird, so I'm sorry.
Hold on. Let me just. Oh, yeah. You can take your roll. I should not have touched your sheet. I can't.
Yeah, don't touch my sheet. You're cursed.
Don't touch my.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you hit.
Make a fortitude save. Fortitude. Yeah, fort save.
Okay, I think that passes.
That passes, so half damage.
Okay.
How dead is this thing looking?
Hey, you seem to rot it.
Yeah, it's rotted. It's my turn, though I'm not... You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna drop Ghost Walk. Should I... I'm... my mileage for this turn and then drop it next round.
Alright. Is that end of turn?
Yes.
Can I tell how dead this one looks?
This one looks pretty beaten up.
Okay.
Wait, no.
How effective would throwing these like flaming shit around be?
Probably pretty effective. It seems to have some sort of strange new fire allergy.
Okay.
These plants were never vulnerable to fire ever before now.
Yeah, just developed.
I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm gonna.
Did Kanen do reflex save for this flaming ball? Or...
Oh, I didn't! You're so right! Roll me a reflex. Plant. See if you get a 20 is what the question is. You don't,
Okay.
take a 11. Plus whatever extra you got.
Mate, you managed to burn off a good chunk of it. Seems pretty dilapidated.
I'm moving over here, and while I move, I would like to pull out one of the shards of the cauldron I got last session and chuck it at this thing like a throwing knife.
Okay.
Let me make a range.
Skeptical on the effectiveness of that, but okay.
It is an attack action I can take on this turn. Range.
Someone just finish this one off before it shoots me again.
Yeah, that'll hit.
How much damage?
Oh
Go
no, it
1d3.
can still be diagonaled with
1d3
yeah.
plus strength plus yeah, I think that's it.
Six.
Alright. Yeah, you managed to cut a piece of it off. Alright, Mia, your turn.
Could you please 5-foot step? How
Edge of
injured is
guard,
this
give
one
me-
looking anyway?
That one? No one's hit that one in the pit.
Oh, it's still in the pit.
Because that's
Yeah,
because
blue
Pinica
in the
has
pit.
been eating all of his attacks, so we're just
Okay,
not
how's this
treating
one
it as an entity.
Other one is very dead, very. Hit it once.
Ugh, I'd rather just attack the other one, but it's in a pit, so I can't.
Yeah, just take that one out before it hits us with another acid spray, and if I roll bad, I die.
Oh, these
How's
things are
this one-
unarmed technically, right?
Yeah, they don't
All
have
right.
weapons.
Keep in mind that they count as flat-footed
No,
against
no.
they count as flat-footed against any improvised attacks I make.
I don't
do not
think that
believe-
matters. Their
Yeah, they
dex
don't
is
have-
bad.
If I roll bad and it would hit flat-footed, actually no, they have bad deck. Okay. They have like none.
Yeah, go ahead and hit it.
Not
please.
having a weapon out and being unarmed are two different things. Mia does not have a weapon out, but I
Yeah.
would not call her unarmed.
I would call these things unarmed because their unarmed strikes aren't weapons.
Their natural attacks
So they
are.
don't seem to
They have a
attacks of
natural
opportunity.
attack.
Yeah.
Do they have a
Anyway,
natural
How
attack?
deep in the pit is this one? It hasn't been climbing?
No, it's just
No.
10 feet deep. It just keeps trying to shoot.
It
from
keeps
the
thinking Fienica is still alive and keeps shooting at her.
Mm,
And it's right.
She is still alive.
It keeps thinking she's alive and is taking damage.
The targeting is valid. It keeps targeting correctly.
I'm still really tempted to just go over there and attack it.
Please don't.
Why not?
Finish this one. It's about to laser beam again. And this one
What
is
is-
harmless.
Now.
1 second while I check something. Style strike, where are you?
Most of us are already dead, or already almost dead.
Yeah, does the Paragon of Friendship not care about me getting splashed by acid and dying? I'm on 20 HP.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about efficiency. Alright. Swift action. I use an ability that I always forget I have. I expend a key point to activate Elemental Fist.
Would have been much useful earlier.
It would have been so.
Mia's hair begins steaming and her fists burst into flames.
What the fuck?
Should have done that at the start of the combat.
Dear
Anyway.
bud.
Let's start this with... Okay, unarmed strike on this guy.
Alright, yeah, that hits. Additional d6.
Yep. Or fire.
Yeah, you just, yeah, you finish this thing. You wanna, how do
Cool.
you wanna flavor that?
Well, Mia hops up to it and will kick off of it as I am going to flying kick this one with my style strike.
Can I see it? Nice.
So she jumps up onto it and backflips off and is going to dunk on this dork.
Nice!
Next attack. And then iterative. This one has a -5 because it's an iterative attack. And there. Hair. Am I
Hey, you
forgetting?
seem to,
Unlikely grapple. No, that's all.
yeah, you do not manage to grapple it, but you seem to stomp it, pretty bad. A lot of its pedals and shit are just fucking wrecked.
Yep. Mia effectively runs up this one, gives it what would effectively be a chin kick if it had a face, and then gets over here.
Yeah. End of turn?
Yep.
Alright, this thing is going to
This is
charge up
getting
again
Magic missile.
and fire armada of bolts of magic at Mia.
Does that provoke?
You take
Yeah,
14
does it
damage.
provoke? Is it combat casting?
No,
I think that's it.
Doesn't provoke or doesn't have combat casting?
it doesn't provoke.
Okay.
Weird. Whatever. Damage log.
Probably like a.
Pretty high casting.
Alright,
level.
Knin has nothing to do.
Knin has a sword.
Oh yeah, Knin will move that orb down, and then I can cast something on myself, and then just use it on myself as a standard, right? I want to cure. Can I cure myself?
Yeah, you can cure yourself.
Yeah, orb moves down. I cast Cure Serious Wounds.
Wait, it's gonna roll. It doesn't avoid the orb.
That's how much I heal. It takes 11.
Okay.
Cannon in wretched shape. That's all for me.
All right, Phoenix's turn.
I'm back. All right. Anything notable changed since I've been gone?
Me is in the hole.
This thing's dead.
He is
He's in
on
the
the
hole.
All
He is
right.
on the
This
other
thing's pretty
tower.
badly battered.
Okay.
You're not eating its magic missiles anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Uh,
killed this one and then
I
flying
assume
kicked
Phoenica
over here.
can't see it from her slight elevation off the ground.
You can probably see it. Or,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Yeah, let's just say she can.
All right. Fuck this thing. She does the exact same thing it does back to her.
Back to nice. Ooh,
And then
Yeah, and you finish this thing.
dead.
I am
That
so
one had the
dead.
least HP.
You managed to destroy this thing. All the flowers are dead. Do you dispel the pits?
I can't.
Okay.
they're just missable, aren't they?
No. After like 30 seconds, though, they just lift.
Cool.
We're at our turn order, right?
Yeah, we're
Turn
at
order's
turn.
gone.
All right.
Well, that happened.
This music is just very
Is
not
clown,
chill.
but won't.
What do you
Cor-
mean you don't like Phoenica's crit theme?
It's just very
Courtney,
not
leave.
calming.
I'm surprised it's playing.
Courtney, leave.
Phoenica doesn't roll d20s.
It sucks.
That's true.
Phoenica got the killing blow on the final enemy.
It-
It deserves it.
If Hernandez gets to crit, or gets to get a crit theme every
Every other turn.
30 seconds.
seventh d20 roll
Every
they roll,
time I crit. Yeah.
Oh,
soon
Don't mind.
soon to be every fourth.
What gives
almost every
Can't-
third.
Fourth crit.
Anyway,
you that?
he just has too much crit range.
What gives?
What gives you
it's
such a
just a
large
what?
crit range?
It is just a weapon.
It's
that
just
is-
having a weapon with a big crit range.
Yes.
Okay.
Never crit.
I thought
Not
you got
my
something
fault
from
for being
class.
No.
And this kobold walks up and
Do you
says,
want-
"Whoa, you guys saved us. Thank you."
I mean, they were
That's kind of
plants.
what we do. No.
It is kind of what we do.
Oh god, yeah, we're so thankful. You look, you don't look like you're in good condition. We don't have a lot of healing stuff.
Oh, that's weird as shit.
That's fine.
Anyway.
I'm just
You
gonna.
still maybe want to get out of this place.
Oh yeah, absolutely get the frick out.
Yeah, those guys won't stop until this village is empty.
We don't
Orpheus,
really have anywhere
What's
to
that?
go.
give me my paint bucket back.
Oh yeah, can I pick up the
do
bucket
a
of
knowledge
paint?
Geography.
Yeah, roll knowledge geography.
I'm healing.
I sure hope knowledge geography is one of the skills they put points in.
Will these
Oh yeah,
buckets?
sure is.
Why?
Are you trying to find where another place to live is?
You
Could I have-
don't?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you don't know. You haven't even been around this place that much, and you haven't seen a village in a while.
Could I
You
Well,
try?
haven't really
local.
been able to see outside of the cart either.
Could I try? Do I get
Never
anything because I
local.
live here?
And if
Yeah, you
only
can
I
try,
was
but-
Orchid.
You can try.
Can I roll local since I used to live here?
Oh yeah, sure.
Can I take 15 for a 21?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
You don't know a lot of places around.
Yeah, you might just want to
It's
get out
been
of
a while
this.
since you've seen the last village.
You might just want to get out of this entire area. Actually, anywhere the circus is operating is not a good place to be.
Yeah, but you just fight them off. It'll be fine.
It won't be fine.
Yeah.
We're kind
But
of
you
in a
can't-
frick.
We
We can't-
barely.
We can't be at every village all the time.
Yeah, we're going. We have
We do
to.
have to go.
Well, We can't leave. This is our home.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna be for
It
long.
won't listen. Okay. This might be your home, and I know it's gonna be difficult to leave this place. But you either leave this place and it gets destroyed, or you don't leave this place and it gets destroyed and everyone here also dies, except maybe one or two people. I am speaking from
Worse,
experience.
dangerous too. There's horrible. There's nasty plants and other people who want to prey on us.
Mm-hmm. How many people even
No.
live here?
We find
Like
a way to get you. How do we get
like 15-ish.
15 people? Mia, could you do
Is
that one
is
spell and get would that be enough to get people out of here?
Oh, the carriage isn't very
One
big.
spell.
Okay.
this whole place is like there's some past the woods, a couple of the trees. There's a couple. It just goes on for more. Isn't like the whole village.
Like, no, there isn't.
We can't stay here to protect you because then other villages get put in danger. So really no winning here. Looks like
Yeah,
Oh,
we need to stay here to be safe and to keep others safe.
well, safe in
my father
quotation
thought.
marks.
Not gonna be very safe when these guys keep coming.
This
Yep.
is the
How do you
first
know
time
that?
anything like this has happened to you guys?
They'll beat you up.
Yeah, since
They
in a couple years.
they said your village was necessary. They're not going to leave you alone.
They're not going to leave you alone. I think it might be better to take the chance of going out into the wild.
There is no good
Now you're in a
We've
very
built up so
unsafe
choice.
much here.
situation.
Trying to
We built
protect
up.
people.
Either die here and it's either stay here and die for certain, or go away and have a chance of survival.
You built up so much here, and they will do everything in their power to make sure that it is all torn down.
How do you know they even want this village? You sure they're
Because
just
they
trying to like fuck with
They're
you?
just
they
'Cause they want.
specifically said it. It specifically said it in
Specifically
an
told us.
arrangement where they
Okay, but they're crazy.
they are crazy,
Yeah?
yeah, and
Just because they're crazy doesn't mean they won't back it up.
You know
Look
what?
what they made.
look what they
You know
did.
what we've seen. You know what we've seen. You know what we've seen last at the last village we've been at. It was slaughtered.
Everyone was slaughtered. The entire village was painted red with blood, and maybe a little bit of paint, but mostly blood.
Yeah, also paint.
It was mostly blood. Mia didn't see any of it because she's weird and can't see dead bodies.
No, there is a lot of paint.
Sucks, but like, we could just leave here.
Either have a chance or a certainty. Which one will you take?
You either, if you choose to go down, to stay here, and to die with your village, that is your decision to make.
You can tell
And that is
people
an
to leave.
honorable decision.
I'm staying here because we can just, I don't know, build walls or something. I'm
That-
staying here. 'Cause
Let me tell you
I need
something,
to
buddy.
stay here.
One of them can teleport.
They can teleport, they can get into your walls in other ways. There is no.
Try to be safer or something, or to like just hide or whatever. But I mean, these plants didn't even hurt any of us.
It didn't
'Cause
hurt
we
any
were-
of us
we
because we were
were-
here.
Yeah.
When they were focusing on the ones that were stabbing them.
Yeah, those plants were pretty dangerous.
If we weren't here, they would have gone to the next person.
Well, then what if we just don't stab them?
Well, I don't think the clowns care.
Attack you anyway.
Their entire goal is to get rid of this village, to absorb
Is it
its
kind of
energy.
fucked?
Yeah, yes, it is. It's very fucked.
Stupidity can't be negotiated with. I don't think we're getting through.
Yeah, we might have to go.
you want healing, Phoenica?
I need people to stay here.
No, I can fix myself.
Okay. Do you want healing, Orpheus?
That'd be nice.
I'd rather take my chance of, I don't know, maybe getting out if they attack or something than leaving right now and being eaten or poisoned or whatever.
Is that a yes or no, Orpheus?
That was a yes, yeah.
All right, where's the tank?
All right.
That one
Before
has no. I can give you another, but it has the strings of burn attached.
Did you say tank out loud?
It's
Or
right over here.
did you say tank out loud?
I'm sorry. What
Yeah.
does burn do to me specifically, or would you just
You
like
have
not?
6 non-lethal
First the
damage
perks
till
up
you
upon
sleep.
hearing you say tank.
Oh, I take 6 non-lethal when I go to sleep.
Until you go to sleep, yes.
How off? Wait, what?
Take the deal.
You have 6 permanent non-lethal that won't go away until you rest.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Just treat it like your max HP's lowered by that amount.
Max
Alright.
and
Just pretend.
current. But
Okay,
anyway.
that works.
It doesn't matter unless we get into another combat. Tomorrow it won't mean anything.
Anyway.
13.
Yes, I said tank. I wonder why this guy cares. What's up, dude?
Actually, do I add the other? It is my damage.
Did you say tank?
Yeah, motions to the tank.
Are you looking for me?
Don't think
Is that your name?
there's.
Yeah, I'm of the tankard bloodline.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
No. No, we're not.
No, but that's nice. Um,
Oh,
How many people did you say that in this village there are?
15.
Like 15?
it's more of a Thorpe, really.
How many people can the tank house?
Barely us.
Not enough.
All right.
Mm.
You're going to stay here. Do you have any place where I could just potentially read up on any history of this place? I want to make sure that even if this place is gone, it's remembered.
Oh yeah,
You could just
oh
tell me
yeah, for
also.
sure. You guys should come in and take a seat.
No, that
Tell
sounds
you
like
guys
a
about
bad
some
idea.
stuff.
Orpheus, you're my method of propulsion. Don't leave me here.
King Castle
Then come with me.
Ugh, I'm gonna go
You are
tell their
blown like a
Phoenicia.
balloon.
Don't
Come
touch
on.
my feet.
Yeah, can I touch your hair?
Hernandez,
Well,
are you gonna follow?
That doesn't sound
I'm
comfortable.
currently looking
Yeah,
through a
fair.
spell list.
Are you gonna
Well-
follow?
I'll go inside. Should I go warn people or?
Potentially, that's a good idea. Yeah.
You can,
That would cause panic.
Okay,
Yeah,
There's
they're
like
gonna
15
die.
later.
people in this village.
Yeah.
that would cause panic. Yes, so will
You
them
guys-
dying.
Yeah. Could you two warn people that they need to leave
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna
die?
go do that.
Yeah, got it. You guys
Yeah,
go.
they got it. We can
Whatever
go.
hospitality they're giving you. Not Charlie.
I think Luke will do very good. He's very charismatic.
Yeah. Leave or be killed by plants.
All right,
Or
and
clowns.
bring you inside. This appears to be Timothy. This appears to be. I don't know. I tried to make you see the name tag, but I pressed the wrong button. This appears to be Timothy Tankard's house.
Yeah.
There's a lot of books and stuff strewn about. The kobold explains that we had originally set up this village to keep a dangerous species of weeds from spreading. They are extremely smart. They will try to latch on to people and then dig in like needles, or not needles, dig in spines into them and they basically infect the host like a parasite and
Dirty.
start slowly killing them and making them unaware that this is happening, and they spread real fast, and it's kind of our job to keep them in check. That's why this village exists.
So that is likely why this village is being targeted specifically. They have to be entirely honest with you.
I don't know what they'd want with it. It's not like it benefits them.
They probably want to maybe spread it.
They spread it.
Because they're looking for discord.
They're looking
Yeah,
for
that
discord, and they're
seems
looking to
chaotic.
destroy civilizations. And
I don't know how they'd go about spreading it. It doesn't
Well,
seem to
getting rid of you.
catch them.
getting rid of
That's
you
fair.
means that it spreads.
And it
Yep.
might make a plant limb? That might be what they want.
Yeah, it can definitely make limbs.
Yeah,
It's
that's probably what they
not
want.
pretty what it does to people. There's a couple around town, but don't be worried. You can see it, and everybody will fucking yell if you get close to it.
The last place we went to, there was that cauldron that was magic. Or maybe destroying that unleashed something and it hit the village to
Okay.
create more discord.
Orpheus pulls out the piece of cauldron he has. Have I tried to see if this is magic at all yet?
I don't know. You can try to detect magic on it again.
Oh, I don't have. Do
Yeah.
I have detect magic anymore?
I do.
All right. Am I detecting magic on this? Seeing if it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be magical.
So this
It might not be anymore.
might not be anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Destruction of a magic item like that could remove magic properties.
I have a couple books on gardening.
Take those.
Yeah. And Kenan, you take the gardening books, and you gain a.
I am Among Us
You gain a
gardening.
+2 on knowledge nature checks to identify plant creatures.
I am not the person to keep a hold of this, but I will.
I think I'm the nature person now.
I've got a +8.
I think that might be better than my +6.
It's not better than my 17 though.
We're +17 on nature.
Yeah, make sure when you start gardening they aren't parasitic weeds. I don't even know how these things came to be. There isn't any information on this.
Okay.
I think we had some books about, like, we used to have some book about
Do these
some
weeds
sort
have
of
name or
performers. Maybe that Circus
Oh.
was looking for that, but I can't find it. And Timothy can find everything. This is true. The wide man scours the books and does not return successful.
Does the species of weed have a name, and also does the settlement have a name?
GM sweats.
Uh,
Now we mostly just call it parasitic weed or just weeds. I haven't really had a name for it. This is probably one of these old history books, though. Actually, kind of strange now that you mentioned it. I just kind of never questioned it.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at these history books and like jot down as much information as possible.
Yeah, it gives you history books just about how the tribe was created. Basically what he already informed, and also a name that I haven't come up with yet.
Thornston.
Thornsbury.
Yeah, they're also called Thornstons.
Oh, the weeds?
Yes, Thornstons.
I thought you were talking about the name of the town.
That's what I was saying, but
Oh, the name of the town is the same as the name of the weed. This is Thornston's tribe.
It's
And
Thornston
Thornston's
Bury.
tribes about the weeds.
Thornstonshire. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
Be right
No.
back.
It's pronounced the
I'm gonna
way
take a piss.
Worcestershire is spelled.
Alright, BRB, I have to take a piss.
Alright.
PRP he has to take a piss.
BRB, he has to take a piss.
BRB.
BRB.
So anyway,
I have no useful spells I can take to help this town.
I have not good spells, it seems. How long does a bardic performance last? And how long does Allegro last? I'm considering just putting on Bardic Performance and Allegro at the beginning of a day, but I don't think that's how it works.
What does Allegro do?
Allegro gives me the effects of haste whenever I'm doing a Bardic Performance.
Oh wow, it's been 3 hours already, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Well, we went through a combat, and historically those take a while.
Yeah. I really wish I had gotten to cast. I have, what is it? Touch of Gracelessness, and I'm really glad. I'm not really glad. I'm really happy with the way
Back.
they phrase Touch of Gracelessness in writing. I really love that the first sentence is, with a single touch, you reduce a creature to a fumbling clown. And I think that's really fitting for this this arc. So I'm gonna try to use that spell more.
Finally uses his skills.
This is what? You cut out what?
So welcome back. Where were we?
And finally uses
I
spells
think
for
we're
what?
waiting on Hoshi. Unless you want to just abandon Phoenica in there as a fucking cocoon.
No,
Weirdo.
we can't abandon Phoenica. She's just a
I'm
child.
waiting on Hoshi. Alright, yeah, let me change the music.
I'm back.
Alright.
Okay.
Dang it.
Okay, well,
Yeah, that's about all the info you can find in the house.
thank you for... Where did the kobold go? Oh, on the side.
Oh.
Thank you for your help, or your information. I still recommend leaving.
Yes.
But
Mm-hmm.
if you choose to stay, that's a decision that you made, and that's a decision
It's
that
a
I will
good
honor.
way to stand their ground.
Alright.
Alright.
I am wide and slow.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
You're gonna get tossed fourth dimensionally.
I'd like to
Alright.
see them try. I am very wide and slow and heavy.
You're very fast and wiry.
Exactly, that's why I'll win.
Can you hit them when you are slow?
No, but
They won't be
they can
able.
hit me. An unstoppable force
wide.
beats an immovable object.
Is he wearing
But you
is he
are
wearing
wide.
armor right now? Because I can't tell if this is armor or like
He isn't wearing armor, he's just built.
All right. Because it kind of looks like it's got metal sheen, but it also looks like it has the like fabric, like.
He's wearing fabric right now.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Alright.
You walk out, and a couple walks up and he says, "Yeah, I went out to take a piss, and when I came back, someone left a note for you."
Which
Okay.
me specifically?
No, I just you guys. I think.
All right.
You know anybody
What?
named Archibald?
Yeah, we did.
God fucking damn it! Yeah.
Tell us what the clown has to say.
What did Archibald say?
All right. He hands over to you the letter.
I read it.
I can't fucking read this!
Yeah, roll me a perception check to decipher handwriting.
That's a
Would that be
linguistics.
linguistics?
Stolen your boy and refuse to give him back.
Nin needs glasses.
It's not linguistics.
Give him
Parentheses.
back. So sorry.
Ringmaster's
Ringmaster's orders.
orders.
XOXOXO. Which boy?
I mean, this
Yeah,
either.
I don't know. Do you have any boys?
My boy!
Where's Charlie?
Okay.
Hey,
Is
need to
it-
go off to go talk to the people.
No, my boy!
Tell him to
My
leave.
boy!
Oh, Lasso?
Hey, Lasso, it might be Lasso. Or they took Charlie again.
Hi, Archibald. His last name is Sweetheart.
Be surprised. He isn't very easy to kidnap, or he isn't very odd to kidnap.
Yeah, Archibald Sweetheart.
I, Archibald Sweetheart, regret to inform you that we have stolen your boy and refuse to give him
Okay, I
back.
know that guy.
So sorry. Ringmaster's orders. XOXOXOXO. Fuck this
Yeah, I
guy.
know that guy.
You do?
Yeah.
You do? He's the worst.
I mean, yeah, like, you know, who left?
Core.
Core has to go.
Oh,
Mia is unconscious again. Don't worry about it.
yeah, Mia's.
And she really needs to get that checked out.
Mia just goes into a trance-like state where her
Mia's just
reflection
reading.
takes
Mia's reading.
Her
Mia's a
refle-
fucking witch. She knows she can study.
her reflection just takes over.
Yeah, he's I mean, yeah, he is in fact an assassin, but I mean, he's rather chill compared to the rest of them.
He is rather chill, but also is awful.
I don't know. I thought he's kind of charming.
Morley.
I didn't really,
Morally
you know.
awful.
He helped kill
I
and
feel like-
also maybe fucked my dad.
Oh. Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Just so charismatic.
He is an
Yeah, it
assassin,
makes
and he is.
Makes sense to fuck your
And
dad
he is
over.
pretty good in the bathroom or in the bedroom.
He's
I don't
pretty
know, bathrooms
good.
don't exist.
Archibald is so good at
Pretty good in the
shitting.
bedroom.
Please don't discuss intercourse while acting as my guide.
Alright.
Yeah, he's a good kisser. And he's a pretty good assassin. I couldn't really do anything, so yeah, I just kind of hung out with him.
I'm done. Hold up, where's Luke and Charlie? Where's Charlie Luke?
The village is a bit bigger. They should be just off that way.
I'm gonna go
Doing,
try and
like,
find them and make sure that they aren't the boys that got stolen.
What's that statue?
that's a statue of a dude.
This? Or
The
what?
guy.
This is
Just
a
a
statue of
guy?
dude. It's just a person in armor.
Can I knowledge history on that?
No.
No.
Yeah, you know it probably relates to the history of this village and the founder.
And Phoenica knowledge history on that.
I have a
if you know-
30.
You can knowledge history on it.
Phoenica can, but I can't.
Oh, trust me, Phoenica is very smart. Yeah, Phoenica, you're pretty sure this guy's
A dude
this guy's
wearing armor.
this guy's very important. I mean, they had
Okay.
to make a whole statue out of him. Statues are hard to make.
Okay.
And this village, they know stuff about like making plants. Maybe they made this. Maybe this used to be a person inside this statue actually, and they turned him to wood. He was a person of wood that has died, and then he became a statue.
Paragon.
Paragon of wood. Can I do a Paragons check? What's a Paragon check? How do I check if someone's a
Paragon
Paragon or not?
behavior.
Probably like local.
Alright, I'm gonna local. It could be. I believe I could just make that a 1v1.
A Paragon check?
Yeah, this is a
Um,
21.
A
He's
Paragon
21. You haven't heard of any Paragon of Wood? You Paragon of the Wild, and a Prodigy of the
Yeah,
Fae.
yeah,
and-
we have heard about a Paragon of the Wild.
You haven't heard about a Paragon of Wood?
No Paragon of wood?
A Paragon check is knowledge local, unless you're Phoenica, because she knows all of them.
Does she?
Yeah.
Totally.
Should I? Does she, or is that
Every
a lie
Paragon.
you're saying? Because if so,
Well,
I
all
have to
I'm saying-
DM.
All I'm saying is, if you have the choice between killing and imprisoning Archibald, I'd much rather he be imprisoned.
I'd much rather he
quite
be
his
killed.
thing.
Frankly, he kind of helped kill an entire kingdom of people.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, how would he do that? He's not good at breaking things.
He's not. The rest of the circus is.
He's also trying to end the world.
Yeah.
That's true. But I mean, like, he can in the world if he's in a cage.
Yeah, he
He can
can.
just keep him as a prisoner.
I assume they
I don't think he
get
can
out.
be. I don't think he can be caged. I don't think you can cage the elephant.
If his friends can help.
No, he can be restrained.
Well, how do you know this?
Moving on.
Archibald's fucked every main character.
Or someone related to every Archibald has fucked Lord.
Archibald can't be Phoenica's dad.
It's just... There's a nice statue.
Alright. Do we go? Can I go find Luke and Charlie?
Yeah, you can go just around the village and go look at Luke and Charlie.
Is this the plant that's dangerous, by the way?
Yeah,
Probably.
it does look like a plant that's dangerous.
Yeah, probably. I want to burn it.
Actually, no, yeah, you've read about it. You would know that that just is it.
I want to burn it, but I'm not going to.
Alright, Orpheus, you look around.
Yeah.
You look around. You can't find Charlie or Luke anywhere.
Oh God.
He's just said
Damn it.
boy singular.
Yeah.
Maybe Luke went off to go find him?
Why have 2 cults wanted to kidnap Charlie in the past 3 days?
Maybe it's because he's kind of weak?
That's true. He's very kidnappable.
Hidden
Yeah.
special Charlie ability.
Like, if I'm against kidnapping as a rule, but if I had to kidnap an innocent person,
Charlie
definitely
would probably be the
be
easiest.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Why not?
No,
Yeah.
I think it's like a plot device. They exist to
Yeah,
be
what the, like a scheme? What,
yeah,
like a scheme? Yeah.
yeah, like a story.
You think they're trying to bait?
And then looks into the camera.
Yeah, okay. You think they're trying to tell a story?
Yeah,
Just like using you to go make a story?
yeah.
That seems
Orpheus.
pretty likely.
Orpheus' time out. The rest of the world goes black and white and begins addressing the audience.
Yeah, or
Begins doing a brief recap of what's
maybe
happened
they
in the
just want to
past
give
episode.
Orpheus more like poems and shit.
Char-
Always.
Charlie
No,
exists
big
to
ones.
be
be
the
right back.
uh,
So,
By the way, can I check the book again?
There's
Check
no
the book
chance
again.
right now.
Anything changed with the
Yeah.
book?
No.
Nothing changed with the book.
Oh, fuck.
Can I roll anything on the book?
Actually, no, yeah, you change, yeah, you take out the book and it's a different book.
What the fuck? What's in it?
It seems to be the story that, you as people have received.
U.S. people, including the audience, haven't watched it. It's called
Subvert.
Subvert.
Oh, okay.
Do I look at the cover? Does it have a name?
No, it doesn't have a name.
It doesn't have a.
I know it personally. Not
cool.
the name, what it should say.
There's, hey, what you got there, Orpheus?
This is a book some kid gave me. It used to have scribbles in it, and now it's an entire fucking short novel. It seems.
There.
This is a real historical account. Can I contrast this with my historical knowledge?
Does it involve a damsel in distress being kidnapped?
I believe it involves a person being cut in half at one point.
Oh, that might be the situation we're in then.
Fuck.
Hey, can I read it? I'm big on stories.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I'm not giving you the book though.
That,
Just like read it.
uh,
Keep in
you
the
just
book.
gotta read it over your shoulder?
Just read it like. Just like open the book, turn it around, face it forward. Can I roll a history?
Polly starts reading it. Yeah, Polly starts reading it, and you see as she is reading it, she kind of goes still, and her expression slowly sours.
Can I sense motive then? Exactly why?
Yeah, you can roll sense motive.
That's my sense motive. I sure hope it's good. I say, no one get it in.
Hold on, let me get up Polly's sheet.
My sheet won't let me scroll down. Sense motive. Give me a second.
You should just close and reopen it.
I'm trying.
I offer to roll it for you, but you just roll another one.
There it is. I have a +9. Better than I thought I did.
You
Oh, that's not good.
you don't really pick up on anything besides she looks upset.
What's up?
One second. Walks over here and starts pacing back and forth. I fucking know who wrote this. I can't.
Oh.
It can't not be him.
Who?
My fucking my father.
Oh.
His name's Cygnus. Cygnus Hymnia. Kind of like sickness, but you know, worse.
I see.
What?
Can I history on a Cygnus Ignia?
Hit
Yeah,
me.
sure.
It's a 30.
It's a 30. Yeah, you've heard of Cygnus Hymnia. He died like a few years back. He's been dead for a hot minute. He was a pretty violent warlord, though. One of the few actual, like, real warlords that, like, you can think of.
Any relationship with?
There's also a lot of rumors about him. But it was pretty generally known that he was interested in dark magic.
Any relationship
Was
with?
a very not fun person.
Any relationship with my family at all? Anything that happened
no.
between us? Nope. Okay.
Yeah, no relation with you.
All right. Let's check in. See if maybe. I figured.
I think it was a bit yeah,
Bit before.
quite a bit before you were born.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's All right. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Also, the guy likes swans. You don't know why. Swans just kind of seem to be his thing, like a motif or some shit.
Huh.
Huh.
What did he look like?
He looked like he had
Back, by
well,
the
frankly,
way.
he looked like shit.
What I miss?
You know.
The subvert story is on the book, and also the person who wrote it is Polly's dad.
He had white hair, like mine. And it was really long and not taken care of. But he didn't have a beard. He shaved because I don't know.
I'm guess that doesn't fit with what they told us what the ring, what Claude looked like before, right?
Wait. Yeah. I don't think that.
That doesn't fit. Okay.
I don't think
He's-
so.
just be imposing, scary.
Quick question.
Huh.
His eyes were both blue, yes?
His eyes? I don't know. I didn't really get a good look at them. I don't think they were both blue.
Fuck.
I think that was from my mom's side.
Okay. But they were both the same
What do you
color,
ask?
right?
Hmm?
They were both the same color?
Yeah, his eyes were the same color.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I
don't know,
asked because
like,
it's
homophobia, whatever it's called.
Heterochromia?
No. No.
Heterochromia, like what I have?
Oh, you've had a heterochromia. Oh, yeah, no, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Briefly
Yeah.
pulls out
No, he
the
doesn't. No,
thing.
Sure doesn't.
Damn, Morpheus.
Damn, Morpheus has homophobia? No way.
Normal eyes, which is
a
surprising.
part of
Something you don't
homophobia
see
in their
often.
eyes.
I don't know. Between me and you, I've run into a lot of people with funky looking eyes.
Yeah, well, I just hear white hair and eyes precisely like mine, and I get scared. Because that's not my grandfather. It's for sure, because it says he is my grandson in the text here.
I hate my grandson, the way he slouches.
What is this?
Oh,
we're in
fuck,
the-
wait, no, that could come from the...
Cube.
Yeah, it seemed
Oh.
like someone he'd be a big fan of.
He didn't have... Yeah, you see, I don't think he'd be a big fan of me either. But also, my
Yeah.
hair doesn't come from my father's side.
How do you spell Hymnia
Yeah.
again?
Mine?
Hmm.
How do you spell Hymnia again?
You don't know.
Is it like Hymen Ia, I assume?
You
Are
told
you
us
asking in
once.
character?
No, I'm asking Raccoon.
Well, then answer.
I, Raccoon, am asking the GM.
Oh.
Since you
I know
have
you
told
don't know
us
it's spelled.
before.
I'm sorry, figure it out yourself.
I assumed like that, but...
Very unhelpful.
Hey, Frank, I don't think he's your grandson. Or you're his grandson.
Okay, I'm just very
Do
scared.
you have any? Huh.
So I don't know who my grandfather on my mother's side would be.
Yeah,
You don't
The
have
story?
I don't either.
you don't have like siblings, do you?
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, no, I don't have siblings. I'm
All right, good. I'm good. Okay, so this person wasn't writing about. I'm sorry. I was just terrified for a minute there.
You know, I find it really hard to believe that you'd be his grandson.
Yeah, I do too. I just sure fucking prophecy about you or whatever.
Yeah, you're pretty important. You seem like the type they'd make prophecies about, so there's that, and you seem like the type of person he'd despise, but to be fair, a lot of people are the type of person he'd despise.
Yeah, just good people.
Yeah, mostly.
All right, sick nasty.
What?
What? I don't know.
What'd you say?
That is not something I would have said in character. I don't know.
Morpheus makes up slang right here, right now.
Sick nasty, you know, like his name.
Yeah, he is pretty sick and nasty.
Signius. Signius, like sick nasty, yeah.
Sounds dumb.
Yeah, it does.
Were we looking for people who were maybe stolen?
We're looking for his grandson.
Didn't people get possibly stolen? We were looking for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I hate my father more than I like Charlie. No
What about
offense.
Luke?
I don't really know what his deal is.
His deal is that he's cool. He's just kind of cool. It's chill.
Gun and broods. I don't really.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck to look for them though. If Archibald has them, there's no way we can get them back. I think.
No, you just have to come get them wherever they are.
You have the slip of paper?
I
I might be able to use that to locate them.
Oh, really? Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a scroll I have a scroll we found. Just one day. I could use it for this. It's not like I have any real reason to use it. I'm slow and will not move to places. Because I'm slow and wide.
You keep saying you're slow and wide a lot.
Yes. Can you guess why?
Because it's true.
It's like a game, you know?
I'm very glad we don't have to use my power for this.
Oh, you probably could do it, huh, Feeny?
Oh, absolutely.
You know, if we had
You
the
could-
Paragon of the
we should
Wild
use
here,
your-
he probably has something.
Paragon of the... See, it's weird that you mentioned that. Because I don't think we ever mentioned that we were with him for a while.
Yeah,
You
we
with
were.
him?
Yeah.
We know the Paragon of
You
Life.
were? Do you have his autograph?
No, you a fan?
Of course. He's sick.
I have some potions.
I have...
He's a big news around these parts.
I have potions he made.
I used to have a potion from him. I don't think I... Did I ever use my potion to pass without trace?
You did.
Damn, I could have given it to you.
Do you want one of these?
I also went the Paragon of Cats.
Hey, you know, it sounds a little made up.
It does sound a little made up, which is surprising that he exists. You know what else kind of sounds made up? Paragons of Strings.
Paragon of what?
Strings, which is what I am.
Hey, that's true.
Anyway, Timothy, why'd you...
Timothy Tankard uses a scroll, and then onto that scroll, seems to have burned like a little path, a little map.
Words that say go
Hands it.
direction, idiot.
Alright, thank you.
Glad I could be of use to you. Maybe if you stop them, then we don't have to leave.
I doubt it, but we'll see.
You know, we could also go looking for, you know, Cygnus's grandson.
I'm sure that... Well,
We're
Cygnus'
still
grandson
missing.
doesn't seem that big of an issue.
That
That
is
is
true.
You said you didn't have any siblings.
didn't.
So that is...
Oh yeah, I don't have any siblings.
So that is your son then.
Oh yeah, I have a kid.
Right, that's why it would make
You
sense that you
what?
wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason I thought that you were his
Wait, where's
granddaughter for
your
a second.
son?
I don't. I don't really know.
When did
I guess my parents don't know where
uh, when did you last
I-
see him?
Well, I see him, but he's just little. I couldn't really stick around.
Did you, like, leave him
Being
in a
pregnant's already
specific
taken too
village?
much time off work. No, I didn't really feel like raising a kid.
Did you leave him in a specific village or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah. Hold on, let me check. He goes in there for a bit. I don't know what you guys are so nervous about.
Orpheus squints.
No, I'm eyeing because there was a conversation in my head that was happening.
I feel like
Um,
this
It's
align.
called-
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's called Pax. Whatever.
Oh, what?
Can't pronounce that.
Pax Liberis? Pax Liberis?
Pax Libros?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the one that the city that fell that I lived in?
Oh, shit.
That my last name is Valor, like Icaros Valor?
Oh, wait, you know Icarus?
He is my dad.
Ollie, looks around. Hold on one second.
This is so
Here's
fucking
the-
dumb.
Enters
This
the
is
driver's
so
station, shuts the
fucking
door.
Stupid.
How dare you? Dare you make fun of my very serious found family?
Orpheus, how do you like your great grandmother? Question mark.
It's just what?
How
Why
does
she's
she?
a great grandmother?
I don't fucking know. Her son. Is that his grandmother? I don't fucking know.
Orpheus is her son.
Wait, aren't you the kid of?
This is beautiful.
Icaros Valor, yes.
Is that your? Wait, no.
Which makes me the grandson in
Oh
the.
shit! Oh fuck! I wasn't thinking of that. Is that your mom?
Well, he's just my mom.
Is that your mom?
This is your Paragon status's
That-
fault.
Is that your mill? Hey, do we want to talk about? Do we talk about how Polly is shirtless and you've been looking?
Polly's wearing a
Don't be
shirt.
crude. Polly's not wearing a shirt.
Oh,
Polly's wearing a
Polly's
jacket.
not wearing a shirt.
I assumed she was.
No.
Polly's wearing a jacket. Polly is dressed skimpily.
You've been looking at
As
your
you can
skimpy.
tell.
Orpheus.
This is entirely the fault of your Paragon status, I hope you know.
You're right.
How
You're
did-
so fucking right.
How
You're right,
did
it
this
does not.
happen?
Your stupid, dumb ties that bind.
You're right. It
How
sure
does
is.
this just happen?
can you guys make a perception check real quick?
The string of fate.
Sure thing.
Hold on, let me roll this villager's perception check.
It's like a +2. This person is not very
Village?
wise.
I'm saying everyone as in everyone close to the tank.
Ooh, cool 4. Cool 2.
Ah, Phoenica doesn't
Don't
care.
hear
I got a cool
anything.
3. We got 4, 3, 2. So this is a revelation. Huh.
Okay, you guys. Yeah, no one hears anything.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
That kind of reminds me. I kind of miss my parents.
My mom's dead.
I hear a lot of people's parents are dead.
My dad's
Under
dead.
no
Not an
circumstance.
uncommon occurrence. I'm pretty old.
Under no circumstance are my parents allowed to find me.
Will you be grounded?
No, they're just not capable of it.
They will bind me to the ground. They will bind me to the earth, and forever there I will remain.
There's absolutely no reason for us to head towards where my tribe is, but I kind of want to see it.
It's kind of in the opposite direction.
Yep.
Morpheus is gonna hop in the tank real quick. What's going on in here?
Yeah, we'll
Hey,
hop into the tank.
hey,
Oh,
Taco, you're really lucky.
Yeah?
I was a moment away from casting Discern Next of Kin before you revealed it.
Certain. All right.
what happens if you
That's
cast that on like
crazy.
Mia? What?
This is my
No.
favorite twist. This is my favorite twist because Drew fucking decided this.
Yeah, I sure did.
Entirely forgot, I believe.
I entirely remembered. I entirely remembered that yes, Orpheus's mom is a road stopper and also has white hair. But I entirely saw. Polly was like, I thought, no, nah, I don't think so.
And last name happened.
Can we pull Mia into the car?
Yeah, Mia joins. Did you bring the note with you?
Yeah.
Archibald's note? He's very good handwriting.
He's
Yeah,
very
maybe we'll store that if no one else does.
yeah. Is that
That
where we
is an
wrap this
issue.
section?
Hey, Kanin, I have a thing to DM you.
Oh, go ahead.
You didn't like. Hi.
Yeah, Polly is locked in a room. Hi.
That's
Hey,
an
Orpheus,
interesting
you want-
revelation. What?
Yeah, I guess.
Orpheus, do you want my skeleton key?
You have a skeleton key?
I do have a skeleton key.
Hell yeah.
Plus 10 to opening doors.
No, I'm not gonna take it then. So I guess I just let you deal with this fact, and I guess I deal with this fact. It's really not that big of a deal for me, honestly.
Okay. Polly will just stay in there.
Stays in there.
Unless any of you wants to go talk to her.
We should probably give emotional support. Fuck, I can hear
No,
the
it seems
evil
like their
dog coming.
problem. No, it seems like their problem.
I'm gonna be entirely honest, I don't know why this is like such a big issue. I guess it might have something to do with the whole prophecy thing. I don't, what does it say? What did it say again?
Mm. I really like how I have written down on my notes. Polly will do assorted mom friend things.
All you will do is sorted mom things for being a mom.
Ironically, she's gonna do less mom friend things because of this revelation.
I mean, Orpheus is probably not gonna like that. The relationship on Orpheus' side isn't gonna change. He doesn't care that much that they're blood related.
Mom dash friend or mom friend?
Yeah, mom friend.
Okay.
Eventually, the door opens. Smoke seems to pour out. Polly just says, "All right, let's get going."
Yeah, sure thing.
And
Orpheus has lived so long without a biological mother that having one just doesn't mean anything to him anymore.
and then you notice, Kenneth and Hernandez, you're close enough to the source of the smoke Yeah, you can divine that she was probably getting high in there.
Probably.
Ah, just like the cover of the Roll20 would it imply.
Yeah. And then, do you have anything else you want to do?
Pinka goes the hell to sleep.
One moment.
I would have asked to stay here for a day so I could something by changing my spirits, but I checked all of my spell lists and I don't have anything useful.
Alright, so I believe we should probably head out and find the
What
twink.
was the result of that scroll we got?
Yeah, we should probably find the twink.
I don't actually have it specifically written down, or
Oh.
don't have like a real map. She just
Wait,
tells you where
where's
to go.
Luke?
Probably also there.
Is it like locate person?
I don't know. It's like a map where to go from here, roughly. It's a scroll and magical piece of paper only. Isn't a literal mechanical spell scroll.
Oh. And it shows us where they are?
It shows, yeah. It
Oh.
isn't moving, so it probably isn't like live, but it says where to head to get to them.
I have a question. Are we just gonna leave now?
Unless you want to do something.
Is the session going to end when we get there?
Yeah, session's gonna end when you leave.
Yeah.
There's a thing I wanted. There's a thing I kind of want to do, but we can't really fit it in.
I mean, what was it?
I wanted to ask Venica if we should try the ritual again, but like that's a thing that will fucking tire you out, and we can't do that if we're doing
Yeah.
things. So it'll have to be
Yeah.
next session.
I guess
Yeah,
that'll be
we
next
can
time.
just go to sleep.
You just go to
It
sleep, I
takes
think.
an hour to get rid of fatigue.
So I just realized I haven't been doing shared seances. Anyone
Venica doesn't
in that shit,
participate.
you'll get a +2 damage bonus. Of course you don't.
What?
Do you want to partake in a shared seance?
You do ghost stuff with the cat and get bonuses.
Yeah, do you want to do some ghost stuff with the cat?
Is that just like a thing we can do when it doesn't do anything? Like that
Yeah,
bad
well-
for us?
Well, yeah, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything detrimental. You're just getting a +2 damage bonus
It takes
for
an hour.
non-magical. Takes an hour, but
Presumably, you just do it in the mornings.
I'm gonna sleep anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So should we do the Should I do the ritual scene maybe, or should we just wait till next session?
Venica almost literally can't pass those checks. She does need the silver/holy water though.
Nah. I kind of want an
Can't,
excuse.
can't fail to pass those checks.
Really funny time to play in the blood.
I kind of want an excuse
I
to try
just
and
that out.
play in what blood? What do you mean?
I'm playing in the blood from the
Oh.
soundtrack.
Oh,
the ending
okay.
song.
I can't hear it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I'll turn it up a
I
little bit.
kind of want to do that as an excuse to try and talk to the thing.
Okay, the issue there is exorcisms do the opposite of communicate with things.
Oh, we won't succeed.
Yeah. Can we?
So are we good to all try that?
It'll take me 40 minutes.
No.
I'll save it. I'll save it.
We'll
for
save
next
it. We'll
session.
save it for
We can
next
just
session.
go.
I think. Yeah. We go.
All right, that should be the end.
We just leave and that's it.
That's all. How'd you like this session?
It was good.
Yeah.
I like the
Good.
part where my mom was there.